Working. We are here with Free Jingle Friday. Isabella's here. For those of you who've just tuned in and have missed the whole extravaganza here, we had a little bit of an issue with live streaming, but we think we're back on this stream right now. Thank you for bearing with us, and thank you for joining us. If you're brand new, if you just tuned in, this is Free Jingle Friday, where we do what? We make jingles, Isabella.
We make jingles. Indeed, we make jingles. We are here to make awesome jingles, and yes, once again, sorry for the hiccup.
Yeah, but no worries. We are here. We've got so much fun to talk about. New presets today. We've also got a fantastic new competition for you as well, and I guarantee you absolutely no more dropped frames in this live stream, and hopefully audio, video, in sync, that kind of thing. We'll be here for over an hour, maybe 2 hours producing jingles. Let's get down to it, Isabella. Are you ready?
I am ready, but I can't see us on YouTube.
Well, you will need to find the brand new URL. There will be a brand new URL, and hopefully it's all working. I can see people are tuning in. Not as many as we usually have, because of course we've had to change the stream.
See this.
But there should be a video there somewhere.
If I go to mrc.fm/live now, will I get it?
Go to youtube.com/musicradiocreative. Click the videos tab, and then in the sorting thing, go to live streams, and then hopefully you'll see us there. Although you're right, I cannot see us there either. It could be interesting.
It's not there.
But there are people watching on YouTube. So the question is, if you're watching on YouTube, how are you watching? There are people that are watching right now on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, could you post somehow the link? I know you probably can't post a link.
No, but listen, there is nothing live on YouTube. You are not live on YouTube.
We're definitely live on Facebook. And
that's all
I can see John is there. I can see Jordan's there. Renegade Maxter. Louis Riviera has made it back. Bonnie D'Souza as well. We got Chris Jerry, Noel K in the house. So plenty of you finding that new live stream. But the question is, we cannot find. Oh, there it is. I found it. It's just popped up now.
Has it?
YouTube had a fit, but now I can actually post you the link. This will be meta. I can post the link.
No, I've got it.
You can see it. You can see it. Doug's back in. Okay. Hello on Facebook to Max. Bonnie D'Souza. Wow,
Gosh.
Yes. We had a lot of drop frames, but I can tell you now, we have dropped frames now. 0 dropped frames, and hopefully everything is in sync. Let's do a quick test. You and I, right now, you the viewer and I, we can do a quick sync test. You ready for this? Is my clapping, does it look in sync or not? What about Isabella's clapping?
Can I? Ding, ding, ding. Oh, sorry. This was... This was very, very
Are we in sync? Is everything nice? It's so nice. You guys are so fantastic. We've got Raina saying so excited for the show. Lee is watching as well on Facebook. Bonnie D'Souza, yeah. Mike says clap, clap, clap. Perfect. In sync, in sync. What was that in sync song? There was an in sync song, wasn't there?
In sync song.
Was it bye, 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 bye? That was in sync, wasn't it?
Well, listen, you talk about what the rules are on the show. Wise, I am going to send a email to everybody who has been watching before to make them know how they can get back.
Yeah, but the good news is this is all working. So I don't know if I put a funky setting into OBS as I was making some tutorials earlier in the week. It has been a chaotic week. We were just about to talk about, so in the previous stream, if you missed it, we'll get back into Adobe Audition presets in just a moment. Also, the conversation we had this morning, that's kind of where we left off in the old stream. And doing a ton of stuff with the new streaming PC, well, the old streaming PC that has a new card in it. We're now using a Blackmagic Quad HDMI recorder, so we can switch between different views, like this one, and this one, which is, of course, the wonderful Isabella, and this one, which is, well, will be my screen share when I get it up and running, and this one, which is the studio view. We've gone back to the wide view. We did have a tighter view earlier. I don't know, do you prefer the wide view of the studio from this angle, or did you prefer that tighter zoomed in view? For those of you who've watched the stream before, let us know. Isabella is just sending out an email to those of you who weren't there. So if you've missed it, if you only just tuned into the live stream, this is the new live stream, because the first one kind of had a lot of dropped frames. New Adobe Audition presets. I'm going to be using them on the show in about 4 minutes from now. So really excited to do that. I will be firing up the brand new Adobe Audition presets version 3.0. And there's a live stream exclusive going on for those of you who watch Free Jingle Friday, either now or during the week after this. So for those watching on the replay, up until next Friday, you can head over to mrc.fm/FJF presets. And if you're buying them for the first time, you get a bit of an exclusive. Not only do you get the fantastic presets that I use every day for Adobe Audition production, but you will also get the brand new Music Radio Creative Production Library Volume 12. So new, I haven't even used it. I'll be using it in this show. That'll be thrown into the bundle as well as a little bonus there for you, Isabella.
Woohoo! That's awesome. So if you would like to have your scripts recorded, simply head on over to mrc.fm/script. Okay, we're here today to record jingles amongst amazing other things too. If you would like to have your script not just recorded but also produced, then Super Chat is the way, and it's yellow or above to have it produced. Anything lower will just be recorded. And you can also upgrade your script within the form. So if Super Chat for whatever reason is not available in your area, you can do so actually through the link of mrc.fm/script. So I think that usually we give script submission times up until hour, but we can extend it by another 15 minutes. So let's go to 45.
And we will, yeah.
We will extend it a little bit because of the technical glitch. All the scripts you've submitted before we dropped off, they are there, so don't worry. The same with all the super chats you've submitted, so don't worry. We have it all. Nothing has been lost in the process. It's automatically recorded. So
all there.
Yeah, it's all there. So we are all good. So don't worry. We're good. We're all good.
So more things to talk about, Isabella. First of all, first and foremost, it has been a busy, chaotic day. Part of that is because we're trying to work out how our schedule should work during the day, during these different times. And actually, I was supposed to be using a different microphone today, but I did not have the time to get it hooked up to this boom arm, so maybe we'll do that for next week. I was going to test out a new microphone just for live streaming, maybe. We'll see how it goes. But when we left off the stream that broke and dropped loads of frames, and now we're back and everything's working, we were talking about our routine and moving things around, and do you remember, Isabella? I wonder if anyone watching now, let me know if you do remember in the chat. Do you remember I used to have an old little studio? It wasn't quite as big and spacious as this one is now. This one's huge. But do you remember when I first started out, probably 2017, when I was doing the live streams every day on the YouTube channel? I came from this little square room. It was about 2 meters by 2 meters, maybe a little more. And do you remember I put soundproofing tiles all over the walls? Like I got the Amazon 24-pack special for 20 quid per box and a bit of spray glue, and I put them all out. Do you remember that? Does anyone in the chat remember that? Does anyone in the chat remember my little room with the Amazon sound foam tiles? And like I literally went nuts and I put tiles everywhere, like on the ceiling, on the walls. I would have put them on the floor if I could have done. And yeah, Benita Max Radio UK says, yeah, I remember the one with 4 screens on the wall. Yeah, that's right. That's awesome. That was my little crime watch den where I could have, like, you know, I could have the camera up on one screen. I could have a stats dashboard on another screen. Yeah. I could have my big 32-inch dual screen, and of course the Mac below it. Those were the days. Oh my goodness, so many of you remember. That's crazy.
Yeah, there you go. Those were the
days. Back in the day. Yeah, so Benita remembers. We got John who remembers. Bjorn, of course. Radio Litchfield. Still watch some of those videos. Nice. Oh, that's so cool. DJ Christ-centric as well. Okay. So that room was brilliant and served the purpose perfectly well. I really appreciate it. That's when I was using the old Canon EOS 60D and filming only in 1080p. I remember when we made the upgrade to 4K for YouTube videos, and I was just like, wow, like that. So anyway, that room has kind of been lying redundant now for 2.5 years. It's actually, Isabella, maybe you want to say what that room has turned into. It's still got the foam on the wall.
Oh my god.
What has it turned into?
It's turned into a junkyard of Mike Russell. Seriously, there are wires and like connectors coming out of every drawer. You open a drawer and it's like literally things is like, boom, you know, comes out like that.
Yes.
My camera even managed to unzoom itself on me. That's how whoop.
Literally, the contents of one drawer would be something like this, and it wouldn't
it would be worse than this.
It wouldn't be nicely organised either. It would be something like that, and it would be like a spaghetti junction of wires. So yes, it was pretty crazy, pretty wild in there.
It is pretty wild. So yeah, this.
So what's happening to that room, Izzy?
Oh, I'm stripping it all off. Just
no
so
way
you know,
is getting in on the action. Well, and the reason for that is, as we were saying just before the old stream, for those of you who just tuned in and don't know anything about it, we had a stream that cut out, so we just restarted, and now we've got a stable stream, which is good.
Yes,
thumbs up.
We're back. I've sent an email, and I could see people saying, thank you for the email, you're welcome.
Yeah, and I can see we're back to normal viewing figures as well, which is good. So we were saying that, we've been playing tag team during this world pandemic, as many of you have, especially if you've got kids, you know what it's like. And we're all locked down at home. It's not different for anyone right now. It's been the same thing. It's been, parents really, getting down to it and like figuring out ways to make it work. So yeah, we've been kind of exchanging responsibilities as it were, playing tag team. And then we said, well, wouldn't it be easier? Like I've been recording a lot of videos recently because you might have noticed there's a new live stream series that I do every Monday now on the channel at youtube.com/musicradiocreative. So I've been pumping out videos about that. The one this week was all about setting up OBS, the best settings, which is kind of ironic that the settings didn't work today.
Mike did not watch this video.
We'll go over that one. I'll go and rewatch the video I put out on Monday and make sure I've got everything right. And then coming out next Monday, there's one about how to restream everywhere. So as we do, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we're on Mixer, we're everywhere. And I've got a really good video about that. Not only the service I use, but how I use it specifically. And then I'm going to be looking at some black magic stuff, like the capture card that I've got, and also this thing that I forgot to switch on now, that usually gives me the confidence monitors so I can see what's happening. I'll switch them on in a minute. So all of that. So I've been pumping out videos, and Iz has said, well, like I feel a bit redundant when you're doing that, Mike, because I look after the kids, but also it'd be nice to have like a space that's close to the kids to work in. We're like, what about that old room of yours, Mike, where you basically have like a Neumann mic in there and like 6 drawers worth of cables? So what are you going to do to that room, Iz?
I'm totally stripping it off. So I'm like so excited. I have to stop waving my hands. Sorry about this. Hang on. Focus here. Focus here. What's happening? I'm back in focus.
You got to put your face kind of
in focus.
in view.
There we go. I'm good now. So I'm stripping it entirely off. So like all of that stuff glued onto the wall, it's all going. I'm painting the room. So first of all, I'm going to scrub all the things off there. I'm painting the room, and I'm converting it into my second office.
Yay.
So that when Mike wants to record his
Got 2
jingles,
offices.
so when Mike wants to record his stuff, and he has been in a full recording spree, actually so much so that I would say over the past 4 days, he recorded like 40 videos. Like, that's mad, right? Yeah. But that meant that I couldn't be here in the office, which understandably, it's like I can't be typing away whilst Mike is, shooting from all sorts of different angles. So I'm converting it into...
No, it's all right. Let's skip over that. Keep going.
I'm converting it into my little office space. So I don't know if Mike will feel inspired. Maybe we can do a little video of that to see how that is transforming back into a normal decluttered version of the room. Let's just say.
Cool. By the way, Bonnie says, love the t-shirt. Awesome. There you go. Live and breathe audio. And we've got a question on Facebook's from Mo. Mike, do you help with the painting? I have done in the past. Actually, I painted this room. This room is all my handiwork. And there's actually a video about it on YouTube of me painting this room and like sticking tiles to the room. So yeah, you're going to rip down the tiles. But do you think you might get some Art Nouveau on tiles? Like we got the sound treatment tiles.
Yeah. It just depends if I will be putting the microphone in there. Probably yes. I mean,
I think you'll need a mic in there.
I think I will need a mic in there, but I will.
You can't do a conference call on an internal microphone, Isabella. This is Music Radio Creative.
That's true.
We don't use internal microphones at Music Radio Creative.
That's so true. So yeah, I will, but it's one step at a time. I'm really, really thrilled. I've just ordered myself a desk to go in there. It has to be much smaller than here because the room is so tiny, so it doesn't really, but it's a really nice sort of desk in Isabella style. So I'm really, really excited about it. It's arriving next Friday. I've also ordered myself a copy of those. So if you can do the other camera view, this one. So I ordered one of those and one of those, exactly the same. I love my keyboard and I love my mouse. I could not live without them. This is such a crucial part of my work. So they have to be like carbon copy.
Yes. All right. Now we're going to get to producing the jingles in 4 minutes from now. We're also going to play a licked track of the week as well.
And we have a competition that we will announce.
That's coming up in a minute.
Too, yeah.
So we'll announce that in just a second. But first of all, I wanted to say there's one other piece to this puzzle. So Isabella gets a brand new office workspace. She's going to make it her own. She's going to totally Isabellify it. And I was kind of thinking at the same time, it is time to do an upgrade on the main MRC creation PC. So, the Mac I use on the screen share to show you stuff and to do tutorials in. It's been kicking around now for just over 5 years. So it's quite an old Mac now. It's still got the old Thunderbolt 2 ports in the back and stuff like that. And so we were discussing this, about the possibility of doing that. And I thought I would actually ask you on the stream, because I know you're very knowledgeable and you have lots of ideas on this, what your opinion would be. And I've been thinking about it for a while. Let me say this. I mean, this might sound absolutely awful to you, but I'm thinking of going, and I've been Mac now for many, many years, but I'm thinking of going fully PC, my side of the MRC studio. I love Mac. I just love the ease of it, but I cannot any longer justify to myself to use it, essentially, because I was doing a pros and cons list, and I'd be interested to hear what you think. Is it a good idea to stay Mac, or would you support the switch fully to PC? Fully, Mac would be completely out of my workflow. The only reason I could see that I really like Mac and want to stick with it is the OS, the operating system. So I think Mac OS is amazing. It's like the best operating system I've ever used. I absolutely love Mac OS. But I can't justify paying £700 or $900 for an SSD upgrade when I customize my Mac, when I can buy the same 1 terabyte SSD from Amazon for $150. So I'm kind of and this is the big argument for going for PC, isn't it? You can get the highest spec possible for a very reasonable price. Whereas with Apple, it's kind of oh, you want 32 gigabytes, do you? $1,500. It's probably not exactly that amount, but it's a lot more than if you're building a PC. So I'm thinking of going for PC. Podcast Stage is in the chat and says whatever works for you is the best choice. It has no impact. Well, that's absolutely right. It is very much a personal thing, isn't it? It's all about your workflow, what you enjoy using, what works for you. I think I'm going to miss a few things initially, and I've been thinking about them today. I'll miss working in ScreenFlow and doing tutorials and the nice zooms that only ScreenFlow has and things like that, and the drag and drop and the air share functionality of Mac and all of that. But it's all easy stuff, isn't it, with Mac? So I don't know.
Yeah,
Any thoughts?
I'm just watching the comments coming in, and a lot of people who are clearly PC saying, yeah, this is brilliant, great. But then there are some comments I don't like how Audition works on a PC. Or Dennis says, you get what you pay for, though.
What do you mean you don't like how Audition works? I thought it was the same on PC.
Hang on, but maybe, I don't know. Ian says that you get what you pay for with Apple, and looks, it lasts for years, that's true. But with a PC, I can make it into a project. I can literally buy the shell, I can buy all the parts, put it together myself. I can choose. If I want an Intel i9 processor, I can get that. If I prefer to have an AMD Ryzen 9, I can get that. With Mac, I can only get the Intel i9 and pay the extra for it. This is the overwhelming feedback coming in your comments as well, saying that, you can get far more for your money with the PC. It's so... Yeah, in all honesty... And
I can get the best graphics card as well. I can get a 2080 graphics card if I want for all that Premiere Pro rendering and live streaming.
And I do know Mike. He does like to have a little project, and I've got a feeling that he's just going to be really excited about it and, talk about all the little components. And I think you will enjoy it too in the process.
That's it. And also, I want to go fanless, and this is another thing. So I know this maybe doesn't really justify the Mac or the PC. So if I wanted to go fanless with a Mac, I could buy a Mac Pro, and I could put that in the other room, so essentially our streaming server rack room. I could put that out of sight and connect that all, with cables and go Mac Pro. So that's a possibility. But with an iMac, because all the fans and everything are inside, and the experience I have with my 2015 Mac that I'm using now, I upgraded the graphics card. I think it was either the graphics card or the CPU. My biggest regret, because for some reason, like, it just blows the fan, and it ever since I've got it, it's blown the fan like really hard whenever I do even the lightest thing. Sometimes even when I'm playing YouTube videos, and I'm pretty sure it's probably because I upgraded the GPU to a better GPU and it runs a bit hotter. But it's just been like the bane of my life for like 5 years, and I kind of want to go fanless, Isabella. And I thought, well, if I build a PC, I can put it in the racks room, I can run the cables through to that racks room, and I can actually work in silence for the first time ever.
There you go. I don't know whether you will ever go fully fanless, but yeah. Listen, I'm happy, you know.
Techno Gadget Boss says you'll never be fanless. No, that's true. It's just, where are the fans? Are they in this room? Are they somewhere else? So that's very true. What else have we got? Fewer viruses on Mac. Well, that's true, John. Can't argue with that. Difference on the UI between Mac and PC. Audition, I think there is, yeah. I like the way the menus look. Definitely on Mac, they're nicer for sure. And it's like give and take, isn't it? Yes.
Can I interject? Thank you. Just very quickly, as you have another 3 minutes to submit your script, please. So head on over to mrc.fm/script. This is where you can submit a script for us to record. If you would like to have it produced, Super Chat is the way, and it's yellow or above, please. Or simply you can upgrade within the form. And today, it's exciting because we are talking a lot we've gone off talking a lot about the PC versus Mac. But we have a fantastic offer, and I do want to remind everybody who has just tuned in, we have just released our version 3.0 of presets, which have been long awaited. And you can get them now. Simply head on over to mrc.fm/FJF presets. Not only will you get the presets, but you get our full production library, brand new full production library, volume 12 included with your purchase. This is a special launch premiere price, and it will be valid up until the end of the next free Jingle Friday. So you've got the entire week to go ahead with that. We will obviously talk about it again next week, but it's a fantastic deal. If you haven't done so already, go and check it out. We will be talking about the presets literally in the next few minutes.
Absolutely. Cannot wait to do it. So very, very excited. It's interesting. Student FM says, just stick your computer in the fridge. That's a good way to get around using fans. Maybe water cooling, huh? And Philip Chrysikos is in the chat and says, hey guys, comment really funny. Audition runs the same on PC and Mac. PC versus Mac. The box says the items are designed and assembled in the US, but the components are designed in the US, but components are sourced and assembled in the Far East. Just like a PC.
Just like the PC. There you go. So, yeah. Just
there
like
you
the
go.
PC. There you go. There you go, indeed. There you have it, right? So, what are we going to do next? It's 1 minute left for you to get your script submitted.
Absolutely.
I can see that podcast stage has just got in, like,
to the wire.
To the wire.
Shall I play the countdown track then?
I think you ought
Let's play the countdown track. All right, so we're closing down script submissions just about now. Well, you have 30 seconds left if you do want to get something in. And then I'm going to go ahead and license a track on Licked to play on our live stream. It will be a commercial track, one you've heard of, and I've had a thought on which one it might be.
No. It has to be the one that... It's got to be the one for the competition, right?
It's got to be the competition track. Okay.
It's got to be the competition
We'll use the competition track, yes. Because I was going to license, but maybe we'll do it next week, Hot, Hot, Hot by Arrow. Because it's been very, very hot here recently. So I love that track, and it's actually available on Licked.
Oh,
Look,
nice!
right there, Hot, Hot, Hot by Arrow.
Nice.
Can license that. Maybe I'll license it next week, because next week here in the UK is half term, and the weather forecast is pretty steamy here for the United Kingdom, certainly for the Isle of Wight. So we'll license that next week, but let's get into the Licked competition and your chance to win free presets.
So, a super cool thing, actually. If you like the presets and you would like to win them, there is a chance for you to do so. We have teamed up with Licked. As you know, we have been doing Song of the Week for the past weeks and weeks. weeks and weeks on end.
Yep.
And we've been talking about Licked. Licked is a fantastic service that allows you to license allows you to license well-known songs to use in your videos on YouTube, without that, copyright strike and cut of monetization. So
Indeed.
you can do so legally. You can use the song. You can still benefit from the video, and monetize it. So the competition is, all right, we are going to look for really creative ways of you to use that one specific track. So you will hear the track in just a minute. We've selected it based on, just in general, the different tracks we've
And while you're talking more about Licked, Isabella, I'll actually go ahead and download the track. Give me the track so I can show people what they need to do. So they need to go to mrc.fm/licked. That's the URL that Bjorn has just posted in the chat over on YouTube. I'll make sure that goes to all the other chats. So mrc.fm/licked is where you need to go to. And then I've got the screen share on the screen right now. So what's the name of the track that they need to use in their creation?
It's John Newman, and it's Stand By Me.
Okay, so you can go up into the search bar up here, and then it brings up a little search, and you can type in John Newman like that, and do a little search here for John Newman, and give it a second to whir away and find John Newman, and there it is on the screen. So we've got John Newman and Stand By Me, so there is Stand By Me by John Newman. Fantastic. And this is going to be our track of the week, so we're going to play it on the live stream in just a moment, but I'll show you how you license it. So you find the track here, Stand By Me, John Newman, and then you click the license button over here. And that essentially allows you to license the track. When you sign up to Licked, by the way, using the URL that we're sharing in the chat, you'll be asked to connect your YouTube channel. It'll look at how many subscribers and average views you have on each video, and then it'll quote you a price. For most of us, that is going to be around £6 or $8 if you're in the US or other parts of the world. So very, very reasonable. Obviously, more viewers, more subscribers, you pay more. So once you've done that and you've clicked, yes, I want to get the standard license for £6 or $8, you then go to your basket here where it has this, and then you click continue, and it will give you a little notice saying there might be a claim on your video, but don't worry, Licked will remove that claim so you can continue to monetize, and then you accept all the terms here and close. And then you basically allow it to go through to the checkout. And once you've done that, you can then essentially take your track, download it. You click the complete button on the checkout, and it gives you a licensed track just like this. You then click download track like this. And as you do that, it will give you something to put in the description of your YouTube video. Or if you're publishing it on Facebook, Instagram, you can publish the same video with the same license to Facebook and Instagram as well as YouTube. It's going to give you this. So they give you the MP3 file. They also give you this license information. So you copy that and then you paste it into the description of your video. You tick that you understand that you will put that, because that's how Licked know that you've licensed a track and that you shouldn't have a copyright strike. You then click download track and it's going to download it. There you go. Very, very quick. John Newman. And then I'll drag it into Adobe Audition so I can actually play this track in a moment. But you can drag it into your NLE, maybe Premiere Pro or whatever you're using to create your video creation. And then you just drag it in somewhere, you edit it to the video, upload the track, and then let us know about it. Isabella, fill us in on how that contest works and what exactly you can win. I've shown you the process on how to sign up to Licked and get the track. Now what do you have to do to win those presets? So
just to clarify also, that track, if you use our link, the first track is free, so you don't actually pay.
Yes, just like it was for me when I was licensing it there. It'll be free for you.
Exactly. And then all you need to do is you need to create a video that needs to be posted on YouTube. So it needs to be posted on your YouTube channel. It needs to be at least 30 seconds long, and it needs to have correct attribution, just like Mike, you've shown that. So that piece of script that you have, it needs to be correctly attributed in your video so that we can verify essentially that that was licensed by you in that specific place. And then what we will do, so you can post your link to the video through mrc.fm/win. So mrc.fm/win, that has all the details of the competition. You essentially submit your entry there. You have up until 20th of June. Let me actually come back. I was just like, was it 21st?
Double check.
Just going to double check. So you have, Mikey, you have not corrected the link. mrc.fm/win does not.
Yep. Open it in an incognito window and you'll see it's updated. You've got a lot of caching going on your computer.
All right. This is not helpful. My caching is not helpful. Yes, it's working perfectly. Thank you, Mike. So you have up until the 20th of June to submit, and we will announce the winner on the 26th of June. So the winner will be chosen by Mike himself and the Licked team. So they're going to look at, how was it fun, creative, what was done, how was it done. So we will kind of look at really, how creative you are, essentially. So put all of your creative hats on, create something amazing, license that track from Licked, and you could win the presets that we are obviously launching today. Now, there will be a runner-up prize.
Yes.
Runner-up will get a MRC t-shirt and 5 free tracks from Licked. So get creative. Go and create something awesome. Our regular competition of free t-shirt every week stands. So if you license your first track using mrc.fm/Licked, you will be entered into a weekly draw for a t-shirt. And today we will draw another person in as well. So, that's cool.
It's going to be so much fun. So we really hope that you have fun creating with that contest. And mrc.fm/win for the full lowdown on what you have to do and the track you need to use. And then do send us your YouTube links because I can't wait to see what you make. But in the meantime, let's play a little bit of this track from John Newman, the track that we are asking you to use in your video creations. This is Stand By Me.
You've seen every scar, I don't show my skin. And you taste every word that hasn't passed my lips. You know my every smile and what they all mean. Happy, sad and broken, or in between. I know you've seen all my imperfections. You've seen all my rough. You've seen that I ain't that perfect. Still you give me love. You stand by me through the longest nights. You stand by me through the hardest times. You stand by me. I know at times I get too much. You must feel like giving up. Would you stand by me? You see me dance on my 2 left feet, but you're not ashamed to dance with me. When you made me lose my breath, you're the air that I need. You stand by me. You've seen all my rough. You've seen that I ain't that perfect, but still you give me love. You stand by me. I am. Through the longest nights, you stand by me. Through the hardest times, you stand by me. I know at times I get too much. You must feel like giving up. But you stand by me.
Oh, wow. That's absolutely amazing, isn't it? Isn't that awesome? What do you think of that? John Newman and Stand By Me. His brother, James Newman, actually, was supposed to be representing the United Kingdom in the Eurovision Song Contest last week.
With such a
which,
good
of course,
song, may I add?
Yes, absolutely.
Such a good song,
of course, it wasn't meant to be because of the world pandemic right now. So many of us just sat in our homes and watched the wonderful production from the Netherlands anyway. I thought it was really well put together, and I'm really excited for 2021, by the way, when Eurovision comes back to Rotterdam. And hopefully they'll give James Newman another chance at that, another crack. But who knows what will happen? I just know that I enjoyed last Saturday sitting in front of the TV watching Graham Norton waxing lyrical about Eurovision. Because if you didn't already know, we're quite Eurovision fans here.
Aren't we Eurovision fans? We are like Eurovision mad.
Yeah, but anyway, that's his brother. That's John Newman, and super successful, like worldwide phenomenon. Just brilliant stuff. I actually had the opportunity to see him live last year at a little Licked event that Licked put on before everything happened around the world. Went to Abbey Road Studios and saw him perform live. Amazing guy, very talented, lots of fun, and great music.
Yes, absolutely. So,
remind us of the contest is?
Head on over to mrc.fm/win. That's where you can find all the details of the competition. You've got to license that song we've just played from Licked and use it in a creative way in your video. And the song is so appropriate for the current times, you know. It's just so inspiring and warm and just nice. So do something really cool with that. Go and license that first song. Literally, go and license that song.
Yes, right now.
Right now. Head on over to mrc.fm/licked. And if you go and license through that link, if you are licensing for the first time, that song should be free.
Yeah.
If you have licensed previously, you can license. I think the second one is half the price if you use our link.
Lovely.
And we will choose a winner for one of the MRC t-shirts. So you can see we are wearing MRC t-shirts. You could have one of those t-shirts by the end of the show. There you go. Live and breathe audio. You have received a lot of compliments about your t-shirts today.
Nice.
T-shirt today, Mike. So
good. I like it too.
Yeah, so that will be fine. I've got more of a chakra one today. You know,
yes.
Mike had a chakra one in different colours.
Can't hear what you're saying, but yes, it's very lovely, very nice indeed. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Yes. So if you are new and you want to know how the show is rolling, very simple. We have closed all the script submissions, so it's too late now for you to post a new script. So we've taken all the scripts. In fact, I can see we've got 40 super chats for Mike today, so he'll be very busy using his brand new presets. And we have over 170 free scripts to record, so it's plenty of work for us already. As you can imagine, any more would probably break the straw here. So now we're going to go ahead and record all the super chats. Once they are recorded, we're going to go ahead and produce them.
Yep.
Then after that, we'll record everything else. That part of producing is really cool. Today we are showcasing brand new presets, Adobe Audition version 3.0.
And relatively new production library, right?
It's new. It's literally just been released yesterday. Relatively new. It's literally just been released
yesterday.
I
thought this production library had been kicking around for a while. So if you grab the presets either today during the live stream or up until the next live stream, so for those on the replay, up until next Friday what will that be, of May, June? I don't know.
May, June.
I don't know.
29th.
What date is next Friday? Yeah, so if you grab the presets before next Friday, 29th of May, before the live stream is on, then you will also get a production library, our latest production library, volume 12, included for free. Which is awesome.
Yes.
Very, very cool indeed.
Absolutely. So, as simple as that. So I think that without a further ado, we ought to produce.
Yeah, absolutely I do. So let's hop in. This is Adobe Audition, and here we are. So usually you might see, and you're going to see, I'm going to show you through as I'm working today, a lot of improvement hacks that have been introduced in the new presets. So first of all, File, New, Multi-Track, as I usually would, and then I will put this into a Downloads folder. I'll call it FJF 2020-05-22, and then I'm going to also call that the same name. So let's copy and paste up there. And then I'm going to use the template, which, there they are, Music Radio Creative V3.0. Click OK, and the first thing you'll notice is, would I like to create the directory? Yes. You will see, first of all, a lot of tracks are missing. There are only 2 tracks there, Isabella. Dun, dun,
what
dun.
Did you break?
Everything's gone.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, this is simple mode, and if you look at it, it's really, really nice because it's all set up for recording. So you've got this. Now, one thing that a lot of you asked for is, can we please have slightly different presets for male voices and female voices?
And rightfully so.
Listen to that feedback. Mm-hmm.
Rightfully so, because there is such a big difference in how we sound as male and female. There are different frequencies and,
Absolutely. So now we've got a male and female, and you'll see as soon as I go into the presets, boom, it takes me straight into these two tracks. They are both armed to record, and you would need to set this up, obviously, for your own audio interface, but for my audio interface, I have set it up now to record the two separate mics on two separate channels. So when I talk, my light is flashing, and...
when I talk, my light is flashing. I like that.
How cool is that?
Aww.
And then so we can go through and we can see these two tracks and clearly see the waveforms getting recorded as we talk. And then after I finish, I'll show you how to get into the other modes and start editing audio.
So
good with you, Iz?
I like it. You are slowly revealing
how they work.
And I could see earlier on when we spoke about the presets, I could see that a few of you posted already saying, yes, I've already upgraded and I'm already using them and loving it. So if you have purchased any of our Adobe Audition presets before, whether that was version 1.0, 1.4, 2.0, you've had ability to get an upgrade, and that email will be with you in the inbox now. So you already have that email there, and you get an upgrade at a really special little price to obviously check back. Yes. So if in the future we release further versions, if it will be like 3.1, 2, 3, and so on, then we don't charge for those upgrades. But any major upgrades like this one, we usually charge like nominal fee to obviously change over.
Cool. Right, let's get into it and let's start recording. And we'll start with the first voiceover coming from you.
Coming from me. How nice. Okay, let's do that. No, it isn't. Is it?
Swag Radio. Your favorite magazine is also your favorite radio station. Swag Radio, since 2009. Check out hot new music and celebrity interviews at Swag Mag 856. Awesome 80s on Simulator Radio. Relive the greatest decade in music with DJ Pat. For the gaming community who are flying across the Atlantic, farming their fields or transporting goods across Europe.
On FM, online, and on TuneIn. This is 88.3 Southern FM, the sounds of the Bayside. You're on the coast with Adrian J. on Lincolnshire's coastal star. You're on the coast with Adrian J. on Lincolnshire's coastal sound.
Your number one station for a variety of music, Blind Cafe Radio, the station that raises Cain. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. The time has come. The moment you have all been waiting for. Citizens of America, you are now tuned into The Rap Report. Ziggy Radio, weather. Your number one station on the internet, Radio 251.
This is Farming Simulator Sunday with DJ Adam and Miss Box on Hive 365. Nothing but the niftiest? How do you read it?
Niftiest.
Nothing but the niftiest numbers from the 1990s. Asa Benz spinning all the top tunes from the ultimate decade. But which year are we taking a trip back to next? We are counting down to episode 100 of the GDPR Weekly Show. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Many thanks.
Is the World Top 20 Chart Show? You want Top 20 radio? This is the World Top 20. The hottest hits of today. All the hits. Top 20.
Text EMR to 63333 to win an awesome Everyman radio mug.
Swedish Dance Chart. This week's.
Every week, tuned in for 2 hours of drum and bass music with Hellcutter live in the mix. Oh, right.
Supercalifragilisticexpialer.
Okay. Supercalifragilistic.
That's what Mary Poppins said. Come on.
I know. All right. Supercalifragilistic. Can we just reverse it?
I'll do it for you. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Surely that can't be right. Nick Shaw.
Of course it's right. It's the Nick Shaw Show on Ambron Radio, innit?
Super fresh tracks on Clublicious Radio. This is Saskia's recap of the month. In this episode, you will hear a lot of these, and also these, and of course, her awesome laugh. Get ready for this funny and awesome recap of the month. You're listening to Marty McGovern on Galvanize.live, broadcasting on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, and all major platforms around the world. It's time to push the button.
DJ P-Ranks is about to drop a tune that you've definitely never heard before.
You can do next because one after is for me.
The world's only weekly independent podcast for the tours and activities industry. This is Tourpreneur.
This has been a Geeks Rising production. For more information, check out geeksrising.com. Pizza!
Clubalicious Radio, powered by DJ Promotions, Scandinavia's hottest DJ pool.
And now, welcome to the all-new Kima podcast. 15 minutes of fun and inspiration running through your ears.
My name is Mike Russell. The Podcast Age Discord server is the best place ever, and everyone who is a member is lovely. Pizza, coffee, and abductions for everyone.
This week's hottest tracks in Sweden with the Swedish dance chart.
Where were you when this was number one?
Welcome in the Hans 80s show with Hans Simons.
Broadcast Amsterdam, your local radio station, 24/7 and on demand, or on broadcastamsterdam.nl.
Get intimate with the best new music. Radio No FM.
Are you ready? Flashback 80s, taking you back in the 80s with DJ Gabriel.
That was today's Ferdinand Flatpack. You choose yours. Scene Radio, part of the Big Radio Network.
Scene Radio, part of the Big Radio Network.
Scene Radio, part of the Big Radio Network.
You're listening to Tom Barron. Get ready for more fun and great music. Vibe Sports is back from June 1st, 2020. Join the crew on Vibe Radio. Now you're feeling the vibe.
You're listening to Justin Rushmore's Positive Vibrations. One world, one love, one BTN.
You're listening to Dial Trolls, the worst show ever. And now it's time. And remember, no snitching.
Nice! Okay.
All done.
Well done.
Oh, that was fun. So let's hop straight into Adobe Audition and look at this. So I can just hit Command or Control and /, and I can see my full session. I can now disarm these tracks that I was recording on. And what I'll do actually is I'll go ahead and normalize both of these tracks as I usually do, because we usually record in at a low level because we go pre-compression and pre-EQ. So hence a little bit of normalizing, maybe a little bit of saving as well. So let's put these into the correct folder. So, oh, look at this. This is really cool because the tracks are called voice female and voice male. I used to rename these and call them is voiceovers. But now I can just call it voice female 001, save. And I can do the same for this one, voicemail 001. That'll do. Save. That will do.
Nice.
And they actually go into a recorded folder. So, that's amazing. So that's another productivity hack. Rather than renaming things, if you name your tracks as they are in these presets,
Nice.
by what you're going to be saving them out as eventually, that can be extremely helpful for your workflow. So that's the first thing. Now I need to get somewhere where I can start working with these. What I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to drag these. I do like the fact that they're blue for a boy and pink for a girl. Is that a little bit too stereotypical, Isabella?
You see, I would have gone for green for one and yellow for another.
Yeah, green and yellow. I was thinking Australia, green and yellow. How about that? Green and yellow. Maybe
green and yellow.
Maybe we'll do that.
Maybe version 3.1.
3.1. Yeah, 3.1. We'll have that update. So if you want to be if you want to be gender neutral, then you have the possibility as well. Well, maybe we should have that.
Well, next thing you need to do is do the track for gender neutral people.
Exactly. Absolutely. So an update coming soon.
Already.
Get the request in. If you put the request in and there's a lot of people asking for it, we will get it in ASAP. Right, let's go into the tracks and let's see what we can do. So first of all, I'm just budging these up as I usually would, and I'll start working. So I'm just going to chop off some of the start, and I'm going to chop some of these just so that they're ready to work with. I think that's a jingle, that's a jingle. So I'm just cutting these down to size and getting them ready. Now I need to move them onto the vocal effects tracks, and using my keyboard here, my lovely keyboard, I can actually use the hotkeys to change between views, shift and then a number. So shift and a number will change the view. So shift and 1 is recording mode. Shift and 2, this is declutter mode. I'll be using this today to produce. Shift and 3 is like all the added bells and whistles. I won't talk about all the added bells and whistles there in the tutorial video that you'll see if you get these presets. Shift and 4 takes us to the buses behind the scenes, so we can see all the effects going on and edit the vocal processing. Bus tracks only on Shift and 5. So I'm Shift and 2. This is going to be my favorite new view. One of the things I got a lot of feedback on, and I felt it as well, producing every week on Free Jingle Friday. There were just too many tracks, and now it's just easier in this view to start working immediately on the tracks that you want to. Some new vocal effects, we'll play with those as well, but let's just get started. Rather than describe what each track does, I've already made a video about that, so if you're really interested you can go and watch the video, but for now I'll just show you how I would produce with them. So let's go and grab some jingles here. So we've got some sound effects, and in the declutter mode, before I had 4 sound effects tracks, but I was never really using all 4 effectively. So now we're going to go ahead and just use a couple of them. And we've got some nice stages included in here. So let's see what we've got now with this first voiceover.
Your favorite magazine is also your favorite radio station, Swag Radio.
All right, so let's do, we said because we had stuttering on the live stream earlier, let's have lots of stuttering on this. So we'll put this down here, Swag Radio.
Swag Radio.
Swag Radio, and then we'll edit this. If you want to grab these presets, by the way, there is a special going on right now, mrc.fm/presets. Isabella, just remind us about that.
Yep. Sorry, I was just
away with the fairies.
Yes, I was actually reading one of your comments coming in. Yes, head on over to mrc.fm/FJF presets. You can get an amazing deal. You get essentially presets and production library included free of charge. So it's kind of buy one get one free. The production library that you are also hearing that Mike is using is currently on at $179.50. You get it included with your presets, which is amazing. Fantastic way to kickstart your production efforts and start learning and doing a lot of really cool stuff. So
okay, so let's get back into it. So I'm just editing away the first jingle while you were talking about that. So we made something within just a few seconds in these presets that sounds like this.
Swag Radio. Your favorite magazine is also your favorite radio station, Swag Radio. Since 2009. Check out hot new music and celebrity interviews at SwagMag856.
And that's how you do it, basically. That's how those presets work, enabling you to produce fast and make great sounding stuff quickly. I do like this new declutter mode because it's just much easier to move waveforms around. I'm going to start using some of the new vocal effects as well. So let's go ahead and move this in here. So we got this one coming.
Awesome 80s.
Awesome 80s.
Awesome 80s on Simulator Radio.
On Simulator Radio, and we've actually got an 80s voice preset, so let's place it in there.
To radio. Relive the greatest decade in music.
And we'll probably put something behind that voice. So that'll probably work nicely. So
it's on Simulator Radio. Relive the greatest decade in music.
And then something else coming out from there. Relive the greatest decade in music.
Decade in music with DJ Pat. This decade in music with DJ Pat.
And then we're going to go into the echo track.
For the gaming community who are flying across the Atlantic, farming their field.
Okay, we're just going to go in, and I'm just going to edit the preset on that because there's an extra preset on that echo track, and I'll use the different preset here. Let's try this.
Community who are flying across the Atlantic.
Bring that in there.
The Atlantic, farming their field. The Atlantic, farming their fields or transporting goods across Europe.
So there you go. That is another jingle in there. Let's go ahead and grab some of Isabella's speaking here and bring this down. Yes, a lot less of a workspace to kind of navigate around. So it enables you to sort of have more fun, as it were. Right, let's bring this in and see what we got here.
On FM, online.
So let's bring that in a bit earlier.
On FM.
On FM.
FM, online.
On FM, online.
Online. And on TuneIn.
And then we need another breaker in here.
And this is 88. And this is 88.3 Southern FM.
Southern FM is going to be duplicated.
0.3 Southern FM.
The sound.
The sounds of the Bayside.
There we go. And we'll just fade that out there. So that is a whole heck of fun. Want to do more stuttering? A lot of you are asking for more stuttering here, so let's do it.
Cafe Radio, the station that raises K.
Okay, let's bring this in and see what we got here at the start here. So we got this in like this.
Your number one station. Your number one station for a variety of music.
And then another good place to use the stutter. I've got a specific pitch stutter track now, which is always on. Before you had to enable a little gadget, and I just thought it would be better if we have a nice yellow, of course being my favorite color, a nice yellow track for doing pitch shifting such as this really quickly. So you just do a little stutter like that, you do that and that on the automation line there.
Music. Blind Cafe Radio.
Nice.
Like that. Blind Cafe Radio. Let's bring in, what do we got here? Stager. Let's bring in this.
Music. Blind Cafe Radio, the station that raises Cain.
I mean, this is literally hours and hours of play. Like, for somebody who really loves audio and to kind of messing about with audio, presets give you just opportunity to have endless fun.
You bet. That's
literally
the thing.
Endless fun.
There is like no limit to what you can produce with these.
Nope.
Only your imagination.
Radio, the station that raises Cain.
The station that raises and then Cain. I'm going to double up on that track and I'm going to pan this slightly over to the right.
Cain.
Bring it in a bit tighter.
Cain.
There we go. All right, so you can get that in there, and then we'll go to this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. The time has come. The moment you have all been waiting for. Citizens of America, you are now tuned into The Rap Report. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready.
All right, let's bring in some sound effects here. What have we got?
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. The time.
Let's bring this up here.
Ready. The time.
Cut out the breath there. That's
ready. The time has come.
The moment
has come. The moment you have all been waiting for.
And with this, we can actually do this. We can sit this on the beat quite nicely. 4, like that. Just pitch automate it down like that.
Citizens of America.
Might work if I actually double that up. So let's try it.
Citizens of America. Citizens of America.
There we go. So a little kind of pitch effect on it.
Citizens of America.
So you get like a little vocal effect on there.
Citizens of America. You.
And then we'll bring that up to the EQ track.
You are now tuned into The Rap Report. Ziggy Radio.
Okay, so that's a new jingle. So The Rap Report.
The Rap Report.
And of course, we've got a nice ending to this music bed here. Actually, really, ideally, I should have stuck this up on the music track, so let's do that. That's the music track, and there's a good reason for using the music track for music. I'll show you why.
You are now tuned into the Rap Report.
So if I don't want to use the ending of that bed, but I just want it to come to a natural end somewhere.
And now tuned into the Rap. And now tuned into the Rap.
I can just do a false reverb ending using this green line, and all I have to do is just draw a spike like this, and it'll do it for me.
Tuned into the Rap Report.
Probably a little bit too high, so I can just bring that spike down a bit.
The Rap Report.
See, and it's as easy as that. I'll also bring in another sound effect there just to cement it at the end there, and let's put that in and see how that sounds.
The Rap Report.
Little tinkly thing at the end. So you got something that sounds like this.
Gentlemen.
Let's have a listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. The time has come. The moment you have all been waiting for. Citizens of America, you are now tuned into the Rap Report.
There we go. A nice tinkly little sound effect to end that just there. Right, what have we got?
Ziggy Radio Weather.
Ziggy Radio Weather. That's a very nice jingle. Very straightforward, isn't it? So we can just throw in a few sound effects there to make it sound good. Nothing like a peow when it comes to the weather, so let's put that in there. Ziggy Radio Weather.
Ziggy Radio.
Okay, Ziggy Radio, and then we're going to need a short one here. Not quite what I had in mind. Let's see. Oh, maybe. Maybe we could use the end of that. Let's just pull it in ever so slightly. Whack that over there.
Oh, weather.
Nice, okay.
Ziggy Radio Weather.
A little less tight there.
Ziggy Radio Weather.
I wonder if we could actually do something with this being a little lower in the mix. And panned over to the right a bit. Let's see if we can do something with that ever so slightly.
Weather.
That's a kind of nice little...
Ziggy Radio Weather.
Let's pull that down a bit in the mix.
Weather. Your number one station on...
Not too bad. Dan, I'm trying to focus on the audio production, so I don't always see all the comments, just so you know. Isabella does keep an eye on the comments, though. But yours just caught my eye. Does anyone know a good company that can make custom windshields? I assume you mean for microphones like these. Yeah, actually, we've used them before in the past. Hoping to use them again at some point in the near future. They're called Logo Mic. Mike as in my name, Mike. M-I-K-E. Logo Mic. I think their website is logomic.com. Not sure. But yeah, go and check them out. I don't know if they ship internationally, but seeing as you're based in the UK, should be fine for you. Logo Mic. Let me just put up front, we've used them once before, and they've delivered a really good product, actually. But their website isn't the most modern website. Let's just say it looks like it wasn't updated since the internet was created. But still, they make a quality product. So there you go. Logo Mic. That's who I've used before, and I've had a good experience. I do not know how they're operating in the current global crisis, so you might want to check in with them first before placing an order. Right, let's pop that in there. This is a nice breaker, and we'll pop this in just over here and see what we've got.
Your number one station on the internet.
Oh, and by the way, when I finish these super chats, Isabella's going to hop in and she's going to do an AMA with her. So she likes to do a little Ask Me Anything. So if you've got any questions, that is a good time to get in.
Your number one station on the internet, Radio 2.
And she usually has a good knowledge or overview on most things. Generally, like, if it's technical stuff, like, how do I do this in Adobe Audition, or like what thing should I use to live stream with, or any kind of technical question, generally it's me. I don't do an AMA at the moment. Maybe I should. And then if it's like an overall, like, how does the business work? How did you get started? What would you recommend to an aspiring voiceover artist? Anything like that, Isabella is the one for you. Okay, let's have a...
Your number one station on the internet, Radio 251.
Oh, I like that. And you know what? Because I like that so much, that one is just asking to be manipulated. Are you ready for this? Let's just do this. Let's go nuts. Bit too much? Okay, let's reel it in a bit.
1.
No, that's too much.
1.
So I just added a bit of time stretch, and I'll stick it in the pitch shift as well. We can really have fun with this one. Let's pull that down.
At Radio 251.
Oh, I don't know if that's too much overkill here.
1.
Let's reel it in a bit more.
1.
There we go. I did just do that. DJ Chriscentric. I really having too much fun here.
1.
There we go. Something like that with a bit of bass, a bit of punch to it at the other end.
With DJ Adam and Miss Box on Hive 365.
That's a jingle. What have we got here?
Niftiest? How do you...
Oh, yeah. A little production note there, so let's cut that out.
Nothing but the niftiest numbers from the 1990s.
What have we got here now?
Taking a trip back to next.
Okay, that's cool. Let's cut. Oh, yeah, this is all Isabella.
8.
7, 6.
Many thanks.
Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So those jingles are all Isabella. So let's pull out there and bring those down here. Jump. And let's bring this in. Okay, what we got here? That's a nice way to intro a jingle. Let's use that there. So we're going with this.
This is Farming Simulator Sunday with
That
DJ
sounds good.
Adam.
All right, cool. With DJ Adam, of course. DJ Adam, this is especially for you. With DJ Adam going up there on the ones and twos.
With DJ Adam.
Let's go.
With DJ Adam and Miss Box on...
Okay.
And Miss Box on Hive.
On Hive.
Box on Hive 365.
There we go. That's coming in
The
now.
niftiest numbers from the...
Isabella, I mentioned that there's an Ask Me Anything coming up very soon with you. And actually I answered a question because I saw it from Dan earlier on, was asking, where do you get the logo flags, logos for your mics? And I did mention logo mic. I did say check in with them before you place your order because of the current world
Do you
crisis.
know- hang
We've
on.
used them before.
I want to say
I
something
thought you'd
about
have
them.
something to say because I knew you were in the process of talking to them again.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So I have essentially reached out to them like multiple times. I've got one reply saying, okay, yeah, we can do it. Send the things over. And I did. And they never got back to me. I've literally followed up at least 4 times. They never got back. So I don't know whether they are not...
Yeah, like I was
right
saying,
now.
I was just saying earlier, I've had a good experience with them, so I don't know if something's up there.
I've sent multiple emails, and seriously, multiple emails, multiple threads, because I thought maybe this one just got lost or whatever, Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Nothing. Like, I wasn't rude or anything.
No, of course not. You're never rude. Right. Let's crack on and keep producing the jingles.
Nothing but the niftiest numbers from the 1990s.
That's going to be good, so let's push that in there.
Nothing but the niftiest numbers from the 1990s.
The 1990s, and then we got this here.
All the top tunes from the ultimate decade.
All the top tunes from the ultimate decade coming in here.
90s. Asa Ben spinning all the top. 90s. Asa Ben spinning all the top tunes from the ultimate.
And then ultimate has to come in like this up here.
Tunes from the ultimate decade.
From the...
Tunes from the ultimate. Tunes from the ultimate decade. But which year? But which year?
And then we got to pull this in with that.
But which year are we taking a trip back to next?
There we go. That's for Asa Ben. Then we got this one, and we're going to bring in a music bed. Let's use this one here. So we've got this, and that should be on the music track, of course. And we've got this coming in here.
We are counting down to episode 100 of the GDPR Weekly Show. 10.
No, I'm not sure about that music bed for this, actually. So let's bring something a little happier.
We are counting down to episode 100 of the GDPR Weekly Show. GDPR Weekly Show. 10.
Okay.
10. 10.
10.
10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9,
We just need to put that on the echo track.
10, 9,
You can see what I'm going for here, can't you, essentially? 10, 9, 8.
nice. 8,
7.
8, 7,
7 is always a catchy one, and so is 6, because you have to sync them with the beat. The S shouldn't be on the beat. It's the Evan should be on the beat.
8, 7,
Same with the 6. X should be on the beat.
8, 7, 6,
Otherwise, it sounds off. And 5 is a tricky one, because it's got a F before the actual beat should be there.
6,
So F.
6, 5,
That's an awful tricky one.
6, 5,
See, if you get it wrong, it sounds off.
6, 5,
There we go. Got it.
5,
4.
5, 4,
Again.
5, 4,
Synchronization required.
5, 4,
3, again, is a tricky number, because it's th.
4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2,
And then 1 is in there.
1.
All right, now we need to make that a little more dramatic. So let's just pull that out there and push that in there. See if we can do a little crossfade here.
1. 1.
See how that sounds overall.
3, 2, 1.
And then we've got this.
Many thanks.
There we go. And then, of course, we need like a little maybe breaker to come in with at the start. Oh, that could work there at the start.
We are counting down to episode 1.
No, not quite. That could be better. Let's try that instead.
We are counting down to episode 100 of the GD.
And then we'll put this at the end.
1. Many thanks. I don't know whether that many thanks should be there. I had a second thought on that.
Oh,
because that was part of the...
Yeah.
You see what I
what
mean?
you mean. Many thanks. It's maybe part of the chat now. Oh, yeah, but they did say, could we have some cheering? I'm just going to go to Storyblocks Audio, because I bet you they've got some absolutely awesome cheering that we can just throw in at the end there, Isabella, to use.
Certainly do that.
So I'm just looking at Storyblocks and logging in because they're quite handy. Storyblocks Audio, and then I'll just search for applause that I can just download and throw in at the end there. Of course, this is all licensed via Storyblocks. We have a license for them, so we can use this stuff in our creations. Let's see, applause group. Let's play that.
Nice.
A little bit more, maybe something like large concert. Maybe a bit too much. Sounds like rain. Light applause. Clapping. Let's use that. And we'll actually download that and we'll throw it in as a WAV file. And I'll also throw it onto, let's see, I'm going to throw it onto the music track. And the reason for that is I want to use a bit of reverb on there. So let's whack the reverb up ever so slightly there at the end. Let's see if we can move that in a bit tighter.
1. Gosh, that sounds mad. Ah!
That is a crazy one, isn't it? There you go.
That was a crazy one.
It looks good though. And that's interesting. Like if you're at a bit of a loose end and you're trying to create a round of applause and there's only you and maybe one other person, Now, I've done a video on this a long time ago on my channel, but it's really, really helpful. You just simply record both of you doing rounds of applause multiple times. So you do like one round of applause for 10 seconds, then another round of applause for 10 seconds, then another round of applause for 10 seconds, and you get your partner, if possible, to do a round of applause for 10 seconds, at least 3 times, each of you, whooping and cheering in the way. And then when you put them in the multi-track, you just layer them up and you pan them ever so slightly in different directions, and it sounds like there are 6 people in the room applauding rather than 2 people. And you can do this as many times as you like. You could do this 40 times if you wanted and have 40 people in the room. But it's a great way of creating a round of applause if you do not have a resource to hand where you can easily download sound effects. Does that make sense, Isabella? Could you do something like that?
Yeah, I think so. I would probably say, Mike, can you...
But you got the knowledge now.
I've got the knowledge.
By the way, I think now is the time to talk about ohm, by the way. Now is the time to talk about ohm.
Ohm? What's
or
ohm?
Ohm.
What's ohm? What's ohm?
What's the ohms on my headphones.
Ohm. Oh.
Did anyone notice? Nobody mentioned it in the chat. You know, usually you are very eagle-eyed.
Actually,
I see Cliff Ravenscraft is in the chat. Hello, Cliff. Nice to see you.
Hey.
And Cliff would definitely notice that I've got 250 ohm headphones on instead of 80. I usually wear 80 ohm headphones. I have done for a long, long time. Did anyone mention about that?
They did. They actually did. Not the 250. Yeah. They did not say that, but they said, somebody mentioned earlier on, and I'm so sorry, I don't remember your name. Somebody said, new headphones Friday? Question mark. So,
it is new headphones Friday. Well, that's right, because I did something else.
Yeah.
I actually changed the, what are they? The bits. The, what do you call the things inside the headphones? The cushions.
The cushions.
For your ears to make you comfortable when you're working for hours on end. And so I changed these bits over. I actually ordered them from Amazon because the DT770 Pros, they're just the headphones I recommend all the time. Just don't even think about it. Don't look for any other headphones. Just get these. You're never ever going to need any other headphones in the world ever again if you just get these. And I'm not paid by Bear Dynamic. I've never done any videos for Bear Dynamic. I don't even have a contact there. I've never worked with them before. Although, Bear Dynamic, if you're listening, if you're watching, what's going on? Let's be in touch. But I just love these headphones and have used them for such a long time. And I finally bit the bullet and I said, I'm going to go for the 250 and see what they're like. Now, from my understanding, you need a little bit more amplification to drive them. So I plugged them into my Behringer power amp over here, and they're working quite nicely. You do need to turn the volume up a little bit more on them, but they sound amazing. Like, in my opinion, they sound better than the 80. Ever so slightly. It's so very subtle, but I feel maybe it's a placebo effect. I don't know.
And it was Dan. He posted again. It was Dan Morgan. Thank you, Dan. It was New Headphones Friday, and he also asked, has the Shure SM7B arrived?
Ooh, I think we have to save that until next week.
Let's save that.
Then we'll save that till next week, but there is something going on. But yeah, with these, I essentially replaced the cups on them, and because I looked on Amazon, and they have grey cups, but they also have black cups available. I was like, I definitely want to be different. No, don't you start this. I want black cups as well.
Well, you didn't even give me an option. So
I know, because I wanted to be different.
Done here.
So a little extra thing, but they do sell black cups as well. It'd be nice if they did a variety of colours, but it's black and grey.
Yellow and green.
Yeah, exactly. So
rainbow.
I replaced them, and actually, because we got so many of these headphones kicking around MRC, because we use them for guests previously we've had in, voiceover artists, and in our voiceover booth as well. So we just have a load of Bear Dynamics kicking around because they're great headphones. And so I replaced the cups on these immediately when I got them with the black ones, and so I had 2 spare grey cups. And I was like, I'm going to get the oldest pair of Bear Dynamics I've got, and I'm going to replace the cups on them. You just have to kind of slowly peel the cups off, and then you have to get a screwdriver to pull the central bit out and replace the foam on the inside. It's pretty easy to do. And so I pulled these headphones apart that we've been using for 7 or 8 years.
Isabella. A picture.
Yeah, I should have taken a picture. That was a missed Instagram opportunity. Although it was probably good missed Instagram opportunity because it was horrible. I mean, seriously, the inside of those headphones, when we opened up the internal thing, pulled the cups off, and the little foam inside, it was just like a horror story. It was like something literally out of a nightmare. Ooh. And you just did not want to know what was lurking around inside those headphones. So replace your cups, people. I don't know how often you should be doing it, but definitely replace your cups. Would you agree with that? You saw what was inside those headphones.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
those 7-year-old DT770 Pros.
It did not look good. Let me just say, it did not look good.
No. So there you go.
Right.
Replace your cups and new cups are available. So not only can you get the DT770 Pros, but you can also replace the cups to your own personal needs. There we go.
Yes.
Bear Dynamic, come on. What's going on? Anyway, let's move on. That was not a product placement. That was simply a headphones observation. Right, Isabella?
Yes, very much so.
Back into your world now. You're typing away.
Yeah.
I always get like a little bit worried when I see you typing because you bash the keyboard so hard. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, what's she doing now?
Who's upset Isabella?
Yeah, that's right. I'm like, sometimes I actually say that to you, don't I? I'm like, do you think you'd just be a little more gentle with the
typing.
keyboard?
See, it's like, I don't know. I've
Some of the keys
exercised
are
my
wearing off
fingers.
on your keyboard. What is the most worn key on your keyboard?
Let's have a look. Gosh, I've got so much stuff on that keyboard. It's really, really disgusting.
For me, it's WASD. Gamers will get that.
Right. No, for me, it's U and Y. U
Really?
and Y.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. Okay,
U
cool.
and Y. Yeah, U, Y, I.
How about you watching the stream right now? What's your most used key on the keyboard? Any keys wearing off or stuff? I was most dismayed that the new
Shift is
MacBook I
quite
purchased in October last year, the space bar, those butterfly keys, which are absolutely terrible. It's like it's already going like really bad because I bashed the space bar to start and stop Adobe Audition. And I was like pushing the space bar yesterday and I was like, it's kind of sticking. It's not coming out properly. It's not got there. I know the butterfly keys on the MacBooks aren't very pushy anyway, but this space bar has gone super not pushy now on it.
Oh, no,
Anyway.
that's not good. There is a way to fix it. Mine has done once something like that, and there is a way to fix it. I've seen a video on it.
Okay, we've got a lot of people who like to use backspace a lot.
Yeah.
And Alexander is missing Mr. Clive. So, Mr. Clive. Well, yes. My most used key on the keyboard is the question mark. Why? Question mark or why, Mr. Clive? Anyway.
Why? There you go. Oh, exclamation mark. You see, I would have put it by exclamation
Here's a
mark.
bit of an exclamation mark, folk.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There you go.
Let's get back to it. Let's get back to the editing and see what we've got here.
Is the World Top 20 Chart Show? You want Top 20 Radio?
Let's pull this in. Let's get a stager and let's place that in. Let's get this one here. Nice.
Is the World Top 20 Chart Show?
And then we'll pull that one up there, and that's going to go there.
You want Top 20 Radio?
You want Top 20 Radio.
20 Radio. This is the World Top 20. The hottest.
And then we need to clearly push that in.
The hottest hits of today. The hottest hits of.
And let's pull this down here.
All the.
Oh, let's place that up there.
All the. All the hits.
And then we need a bit of echo to send it off right here.
Top 20.
Paul Dixon really does not like butterfly keyboards. Sorry, by the way, I am a fan of a lot of things Apple. Like, I don't want this to come across as like a let's bash Apple show because I really like a lot of things that Apple make, particularly I think their TVs absolutely rock and what they're doing with Apple TV is amazing. But yes, just recently I'm feeling the draw, Isabella,
Yes.
to PC. I don't know, what do you think?
Exciting.
So-
I would not do it, by the way. Like, I'm just such a... I really... Like, it just shows you. Like, I've had this keyboard now for, 2-3 years now. And when I had to... Well, I'm going to be obviously setting up a second working desk. I did not even research whether anything better came out. It's like, I just want the same thing. So, like, for me to switch to different
okay.
things, you see, I'm kind of... I take a while to switch.
I remember
like
switching you
my
over to
things.
Mac, but you loved Mac when you went over. You were like, oh my goodness, I
Yeah,
can't
that
believe
was-
I haven't used this.
Yeah, that's it. But that was like solid 10 years ago now. So, so we've been converted for quite a while now, I think. But yeah, it's I take my time, and when I like something, I like it. I don't like changing things, especially when it comes to my workflow, and I just like easy workflow.
Can I Hackintosh it? That's not strictly legal, is it?
No, it's not strictly legal. Will we
better
tell?
steer clear of that
I
one
won't
then.
Tell. I won't tell, mate.
Yes. Here I am, everyone, on
We
Free
will
Jingle
blame Mr.
Friday.
Clive.
I'm
Blame Mr.
producing an
Clive.
Adobe Audition on an illegal Hackintosh. What do you think about that? Rather good?
Just blame Mr. Clive.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, well, back in the day, I downloaded a program called Cool Edit Pro, and my friend Peter Quistguard helped me to license it.
Yes. I
Oh,
know, that's
Mr.
an
Clive.
inside joke.
Seriously. Very, very nefarious character, Mr. Clive. Anyway, let's get into more production here in Adobe Audition. So we've got this. This is a voiceover from you. There's, like you say, there are quite a fair few super chats to work through today. So thank you to everyone.
Flu.
Flu. Don't talk about the flu now. Please don't mention it.
Oh dear.
Yes. Shall we carry on?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. I agree with you, Podcast Stage. The OS battle is silly. Yes, computers and the OS are nothing more than tools that allow us to get our jobs done. So when people fight over it, I giggle. Absolutely. At the end of the day, yeah, it's just you are using it as a tool to do the job, and whatever works for you, right? But you have to go through that process, don't you? You have to make that decision. You have to say, this is what I want to use. And maybe you have to say, this is what I'm willing to sacrifice. I know Apple do this better, so I'm going to use, Apple for this because I do the majority of my work in this. I absolutely love Logic, for instance. I don't think there's any better music production piece of software than Logic, and that's an exclusive Apple thing. So I will obviously, I'm talking almost like I'm PC now, but
do you know, Ben has commented on Facebook. Thank you, Ben. He says, I love you guys. I reckon you would be great on a shopping channel talking about really boring, mundane products and making it sound incredible.
Here are these new headphones. Take a look at them. They're on sale now, only for the next 39 minutes. Put the counter on the screen. Right. Oh, look, we've had a sale from Wendy in Coventry. And look at that. Barry in Bournemouth has just bought a pair of Bear Dynamics. Okay, there are just 10 more Bear Dynamics left. What do you reckon? Is that my audition?
You should switch the sale thing to presets.
Call now. 0800 800 800. They're going fast. Is that good?
He would be good, right? He would be quite good. So there you go.
Yeah, I'll be on the night shift at like 3 a.m. selling Bear Dynamics.
No, I reckon
selling crystals and clocks.
Yeah, and probably like rings and jewellery. It's complementing your complexion and stuff like that.
Yes. Get this crystal. It glows in the dark. Ooh. Anyway, let's move on. Oh dear. What have we got? Oh, we got some music and got some stages. Pop that in there. Let's play.
Text EMR to 633.
That's nice. You see, there's a little bit of a sound effect in there, and then we'll pull this in here. And then we'll pop that in there.
333 to win an awesome.
Oh, okay. 633.
3333 to.
And then we'll cut that bit. Place that down.
To win an awesome Everyman radio mug.
Very cool. Okay. What we got here?
Swedish dance chart.
Well, that's another short and sweet one. Let's bring that over down here and. Pew.
Dance chart this week's.
The Swedish dance chart. It's going to go up there.
Swedish dance chart.
Swedish dance chart, and then we'll go ahead. We'll grab this, place it in here, there, then I'll copy that, and we'll dupe it again like that, and then we'll go like this to this.
Swedish dance chart this week's.
What I think it needs to happen there is that needs to kind of pace out a little bit towards the end. See if that sounds better. And then, of course, we need to just move that over.
Swedish.
Nearly there. We probably need a complementary sound effect to work with it too.
Swedish. Swedish dance chart this week's.
There we go, short and sweet. And
Hours
easy.
of drum and bass music with Hellcutter live in the mix. All right.
Supercalifragilisticexpiala.
I'll leave that sound.
Califragilistic.
So we'll cut that in there, and let's see what we got here.
Go in it.
We got
Super fresh tracks on Clublicious.
Clublicious Radio. That's going over there. Oh, like quite a sprint there for Isabella. All right, that's a fair few jingles that we can all move over now to the workspace. Come into my workspace. There we go. Okay. see what we got here. Cool.
Every week, tune. Every week.
I wonder if we can have some fun with this.
And for 2 hours of.
I wonder if we can have some fun with this. Let's just see if it's going to work. Is it going to play the game? I don't know yet. Because this is just asking for it. If I can do it right. Because that sound effect just really works as a nice template for... We said we do a lot of stuttering on this stream. We are going to do a lot of stuttering on this stream. Just for you, especially for you today. I don't know what...
Tuned in for...
Tuned in. Hang on. There's one that I missed out there. Zoop. And... Zoop.
Tuned in.
Did you like that?
Tuned
It's a pitch shift stutter.
Stutter.
in for 2 hours of drum and bass. 2 hours of drum and bass.
2 hours of... I do quite like the way that's going with a doubled voice, so let's do that. Let's move that over. Oh, no. No. Let's move that down like so.
2 hours of drum and bass music with Hellcutter live.
Live in the mix, of course. How can we forget that?
Drum and bass music with Hellcutter live in the mix.
There we go. You got it. Okay, this is this is the next one. All right. Okay, we're gonna have some fun with this. Isabella, a lot of people mentioned there were a lot of birds tweeting away on last week's show.
Oh yeah, I know.
They've all gone this week. Where are the birds? Where are the birds?
They are hiding in the trees. It's too windy today.
It is too windy today. It's very windy here on the Isle of Wight where we're broadcasting from today. Last week it was a scorcher. We had virtually all the windows and doors open and you could hear the birds. They were tweeting. They were very, very happy. This week, this Friday is a little bit windy. We're having a couple of days of wind and cloud, and then I think next week, which is due to be a school holiday, although of course every day merges into the other one at the moment. But it is due to be a school holiday here in the UK next week, and I think certainly here on the island, on the south coast of England, we are due temperatures in the 20s, which for those of our friends watching across the pond who do not know what 20 Celsius is to Fahrenheit, my good friend Google tells me that temperatures will hit the 70s.
Nice.
And for those of you watching in Florida right now, you'll go, "Pah! 70s? We're used to
You kidding me?
90s." Anyway, 70s is quite hot for England, okay?
Yes, it's kind of really, really nice, especially for May. I think that's a fantastic weather for us. So
there you go. So we're looking forward to the weather that we're due next week. Hopefully, please deliver it. We'd really like it. So what have we got here? I bet, Danny, it's hot in Orlando, Florida. Where are we now? May? Yeah, it must be boiling there now. My goodness me. Yeah. That must be boiling.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Surely that can't be right.
Surely that can't be right. Dan's actually asking about the Rode mic arm video that I did. Should be saving some of these for Ask Me Anything with Isabella. Do you want to say about the video that I made? I got my soldering iron out, Isabella.
Ooh.
Got my soldering iron out.
It's a really good video.
Thanks. Yeah, I gave you a little preview. The video has been created, but I don't know when we're going to put it out yet. It's going sometime later in the content schedule, but depending on how many of you'd like to see it, maybe we can bump it up a little earlier. What do you reckon is? Yeah. For those of you that don't know, Dan is referring to, I mentioned maybe a week or two ago, I have filmed a video where essentially I grabbed this Rode PSA 1 and I said, I do not like it. It does not play well with my OCD that we have a cable wrapping around the edge of it with Rode Velcro ties holding it in place. So I said, Isabella, I'm going to grab a soldering iron, I'm going to rip apart an XLR cable, and I'm going to thread it through the PSA 1, and I'm going to resolder it, and I'm going to film a video and put it up on YouTube. And what did you say to that? Did you laugh?
I said you were going to break the microphones.
You'll break the microphone.
I said that. I was like, yeah, that means we need to buy new microphones. Thanks, Mike.
You'll wire it the one way round and it'll blow up.
Yep.
Ye of little faith.
Yeah, I know. I'm taking it all back. So,
Yeah.
by the way, I could see Ross is mentioning on Facebook saying that Ian Lee on Talk Radio was talking about you the other night. Did you know?
Ian Lee is a top fella. I love Ian Lee. Yes, absolutely.
Talked about you.
We'll have to do a replay on Talk Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Yes, Ian Lee is wonderful. I used to. I regularly used to kind of, we had this thing going on when I actually worked at Talk Radio that was originally Talk Sport.
Yeah.
And Ian hosted a show on LBC in London. And there'd often be I worked with a host called Mike Mendoza, for those of you in the UK who might know who Mike Mendoza is. He was a popular, still is a popular Talk Radio host who was on the air across the UK overnight. And we used to have this kind of ongoing rivalry thing between Mike Mendoza and Ian Lee. And it was really quite funny, Isabella.
There you go. Yeah.
But
and you were called Mini Mike.
I was Mini Mike, but the reason I really remember Ian Lee and have fond memories of Ian, when I did my radio marathon, that was like 5.5 days on the air non-stop without going to sleep. It was literally just a few weeks before I met you.
Oh, wow, there you go.
We got together. It's like, there must have been some magic in the air. I was completely knackered and I fell for you.
There you go. There you go. And actually,
I'd been sleep deprived and then I found you and fell in love.
There you go.
I was like, oh, yes.
Seriously, you're sleeping on the couch today. But Rob James says, it's very timely. How long since the time 106.6 day?
Oh, yes, Rob, I know. Those were good days. Those were really good days. But yeah, so Ian Lee, going back to Ian Lee, I love Ian Lee. And he actually called me multiple times during that radio marathon I did. I was trying to go for breaking the world record at the time for the longest radio show continuous that had ever existed. And Ian called in a few times just to check I was still alive. So
are you still alive, Mike?
He's a great guy.
He's still
really,
good.
really nice guy. So there you go.
There you
So
go.
yes, I'll have to grab the replay of Talk Sport and listen back.
There you go. So yeah, that's good.
There we go.
Good,
Talk Sport, it's Talk Radio now, isn't it? Because
It's
there's
Talk
two
Radio,
stations.
yeah.
There's Talk Sport and Talk Radio.
Yes.
So yeah.
There you go. There you go. So Mike, keep on producing.
Oh my
We've got
goodness, I'm
work
going to go
do.
down my Talk Radio memories now, like all the epic hosts of years gone by. This will completely bore anyone watching outside the UK. I used to be, still am, although I don't think he's on the radio anymore. Used to be a massive fan of Tommy Boyd. Who here in the chat remembers Tommy Boyd on the air? He was amazing. Tommy Boyd and the Human Zoo on Talk Radio. In my opinion, certainly here in the UK, there has never been any better phone-in radio than Tommy Boyd Human Zoo. Isabella has no comment because you don't know what I'm talking about.
No,
and it would probably bore you sick if I was to play you radio clips of that.
It certainly would.
Anyone remember Tommy Boyd's shows? Just let me know in the chat. Otherwise, I might be the only one. I don't know.
Just keep producing.
Just keep producing.
Produce.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious Nick Shaw.
Surely that can't be right. Nick Shaw.
Of course it's right. It's the Nick Shaw Show on Ambron Radio.
And then we need a little different vocal effect up there.
Shaw Show on Ambron Radio, innit?
There we go. And let's pull that over there.
Super fresh tracks on Clublicious Radio.
That's going to be a nice one with that. Oh, really? Did Tommy Boyd fill in for Ian Lee a few years ago? That's awesome. Well, I always love his material, and I know there's a few bits of him up on YouTube as well. So if you type his name into YouTube, you can get his very entertaining talk shows that he's done in the past.
Super fresh tracks on Clublicious.
And we need a little sound effect. Sound effects. Not that one. Well, that one will do. Let's pop that in there.
Super fresh tracks on Clublicious Radio.
Nice. Okay, let's move on to the next thing.
This is Saskia's.
This is coming in.
This is Saskia's recap of the month. This is Saskia's recap of the month. This is Saskia's recap of the month. In this episode, you will hear a lot of these. And also these. And of course, her awesome laugh. Get ready for the...
Let's just cut that out. I'm just going to use the first few chords of that music bed, and then we'll go.
You will hear a lot of these. And also these. And of course, her awesome laugh.
Stu White saying over on Facebook, Tommy Boy's a legend. He did ITV News Quiz for Kids, really, in the 80s. Oh my goodness, yeah. Well, I remember Tommy Boyd used to be on, I'm sure he used to be on CITV, Children's ITV, didn't he? Back in the day, doing...
I don't, like, you were looking at me as if I was supposed to know. I didn't even grow up in this country.
Awesome laugh.
I know you didn't grow up in this country, so you don't remember Tommy Boyd from the 80s.
That's it.
Yes, let's just say he's a good one. Entertaining. Right, let's...
You're listening to Marty McGovern on... You're listening to Marty McGovern on Galvanize.live.
And that's where we're bringing the false reverb, because we can use these music beds as kind of like stages if we want, just by using false reverb.
Broadcast.
And we'll pop that up there.
Broadcasting on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, and broadcasting on...
There we go. What have we got here? Breakers. Let's pop that in there.
Broadcasting on iTunes,
Stitcher, and
Spotify and all major platforms around the world. It's time to push the button.
It's time to push the button. We need like a beepy thing here. Sound effects.
Around the world. It's time to push the button.
All right. Let's move over here. So we got this here, this here, this here, this here. Just doing some edits so we can kind of get ahead of ourselves, if you like, on the whole editing thing. Actually, there's quite a few edits we can make here, make life much easier. You can just see the alternating voiceovers going back and forth here. So I'm cutting them down.
Scene Radio, part of the big radio network.
Oh yeah, that was a retake there, so...
Scene.
That'll go in like that. Combined together there. Da-dum. Da-dum. And I think that was the last one. Was that the last one right there?
Nice.
Yes, it was. Okay, so let's cut that all up. Right, okay, let's bring these over and see what we can do with this. That's going to go over here. Let's place this up here.
DJ P-Ranks is about to drop a tune that you've definitely never...
Never?
Definitely never...
Never.
Never?
Oh, that's going to be better on that track.
Ever.
Never?
Never heard before.
There we go. Simple. Fade. What have we got next over here? Always love it. Never know what you're going to throw at me next, which is why I love doing these free Jingle Friday shows. It always makes for entertaining.
The world's only weekly independent podcast for the tours and activities industry. This is The world's only weekly independent podcast for the tours and activities industry. This is Tourpreneur.
Let's bring that in a bit tighter.
The world's only weekly independent podcast for the tours and activities industry. This is Tourpreneur.
This
is Tourpreneur.
There we go. And this one over
This
here.
has been a Geeks Rising production. For more... This has been a Geeks Rising production. For more information, check...
All right, we need to cut that in. What's this at the end over here?
Pizza!
Pizza! Sound like a bit of Italian kind of twang there.
Rising production. For more information, check out geeksrising.com.
Let's see if we can false end it and bring it back. I wonder if that's going to work.
Production. For more information.
I'm trying to do something clever here.
Production. For more information, check out
Let's just try that.
Stuart
Oh.
is sending you a challenge here over Facebook. He says, can you just show how to edit a voice to sound like a pilot talking over a plane?
pizza.
Like a pilot talking?
Yeah, like over a PA system, you know.
Yeah. That's like, I can do that on the next one if you like. Let's just bring this in. Like a pilot talking, huh?
Clubalicious Radio.
Okay, I'll show you how I do that. Clubalicious Radio.
Clubalicious Radio, powered by DJ Promotions, Scandinavia's hottest DJ pool.
Okay, so I'm up for the challenge. Here we go. Let's put that up in the voicemail one so it's raw.
Promotions, Scandinavia's hottest DJ pool. Clubalicious Radio, powered by DJ Promotions. Clubalicious Radio, powered by DJ Promotions, Scandinavia's Scandinavia's hottest DJ pool.
All right, let's get right in on this and we'll have a look at exactly how I would go about adding the effects in my effects rack over here to this clip. So we're doing a clip effect, not a track effect here, and we'll just try a little pilot. So what I'd probably do with this is I'd go ahead and bring in some filter and EQ. FFT filter is good for this, and then I can roll off whatever I like. So I'm going to put some dots in. I'm going to pull out the high end and I'm going to pull out the low end. So we're just left with the kind of radio intercom kind of frequencies. Let's have a listen.
DJ Promotions, Scandinavia's hottest DJ pool.
Maybe bring in some more highs.
DJ Promotions, Scandinavia's hottest DJ pool.
Okay.
DJ Promotions, Scandinavia's hottest DJ pool.
Probably a bit too much there, so let's point that down a bit.
DJ Promotions, Scandinavia's hottest DJ pool.
Okay, then I'm going to bring in some compression. I quite like, when you want to like mess about and kind of garble up a voice, tube model compressor is pretty good. Pull the threshold down, push the ratio to about 5:1 so we crush it a bit.
DJ Promotions, Scandinavia's hottest DJ pool.
And then, of course, Pilot's intercom is never going to sound perfect, so we'll go to special and we'll find distortion. Oh, wait, not guitar suite. Distortion. Let's go to the default curve. Default. Yeah, is that default? That's not default. Default should be a flat line. What's going on? Been messing about. Let's see how that sounds.
DJ Promotions, Scandinavia's hottest DJ pool.
There you go.
DJ Promotions, Scandinavia's hottest DJ pool.
And then we could possibly add in a little bit of very, very small analog delay, maybe 20 milliseconds.
DJ Promotions, Scandinavia's hottest DJ pool.
It's probably a bit too much. Let's go for 5.
DJ Promotions, Scandinavia's hottest DJ pool.
And hey, there you go. I mean, what do you think of that, Isabella? Is that okay?
That sounds really good, yeah.
Let's go from the start.
Clubalicious Radio, powered by DJ Promotions, Scandinavia's hottest DJ pool.
Is that a cool airline pilot for you?
It is a cool airline pilot, yeah.
There you go. That's kind of what it would sound like. And then we'll just fade that off at the end. Always up for challenges, by the way. If you want me to try making a jingle with a specific effect on the voice, very up for those kind of things. In fact, I love and I thrive
Scandinavia's hottest
from making sounds that sound like that. So please.
And now, welcome to the all new...
No, let's try again. Take 2.
And now, welcome to the all-new Kima podcast. 15 minutes of fun and inspiration running through your ears.
Okay, one more time. Let's hear that again.
And now, welcome to the all-new Kima podcast. 15 minutes of fun and inspiration running through your ears.
Okay, let's bring that in and we will bring this over here. Zoop, and I wonder if we can do a 15 minutes. Let's see how that sounds.
15 minutes of 15 minutes of fun and inspiration.
Not quite what I had in mind. Let's just see if we can salvage it in any way. Let's draw a zigzag. Zigzags are always good. There you go, zigzag.
15 minutes of
So you got
cast. 15 minutes of fun and inspiration running through your ears.
there you go, something fun there. So let's move on to this next one. I haven't saved the session at all during this whole live stream.
Whoops.
That's pretty chaotic. Right, let's bring that back in. So what have we got here?
My name is Mike Russell. The podcast.
Oh, podcast age. Let's see what we got here. Let's bring this in. This is a nice sort of intro sound effect.
My name is.
Cut.
My name is Mike Russell.
Let's put that in the. There is actually. This is a new feature here. Announcer voice. Let's put the intro bit in the announcer voice section. So add some real punch to it. My name is Mike Russell. And then we go into this.
My name is Mike Russell. The podcast age Discord server is the best place.
Actually, I'm just going to move this down a little bit and try it somewhere else.
My name is Mike Russell. The podcast age Discord server is the best place ever.
Let's bring in, let's see if we can find a break.
Ever. And everyone who is a member is lovely.
Let's put that
Ever. And everyone who is a member is lovely. Is ever. And everyone. Is ever. And everyone. Is ever. And everyone who is a member is lovely.
Can I give a little shout
Is
out?
lovely. Pizza.
course.
Coffee.
I wanted to give a little shout out to a very dedicated watcher. Connor Fleming is watching us all the way in New Zealand.
Wow.
And he said, I've learned so much. Still enjoying Mike's videos too. I've learned a lot from them and started using some of the audio editing techniques in my own work. So Connor would have started watching it around midnight in New Zealand.
Whoa.
So he's
That's
coughing
awesome.
it up with a lot of coffees in hand. So huge shout out to you, Connor. Thanks for watching.
Love you. If you're an Antipodean and you're watching this show, you're very, very dedicated, and
You indeed are.
we both appreciate you here at Music Radio Creative. So here's the Discord server.
My name is Mike Russell. The podcast age Discord server is the best place ever. And everyone who is a member is lovely. Pizza, coffee, and abductions for everyone.
Actually, I'm just going to do one last thing with that. I love this. I have to join your Discord server, podcast stage. It's like awesome. And also, like, it's like more and more I see it. Like, I see a lot of people like using Discord servers, and I'm like, yeah, we need to do a Discord server, Isabella. It's like everywhere I go on YouTube now, like people are using Discord servers, and it's like, come on, we're missing out on this Discord thing.
On another note, Stuart says, that took Mike like 4 minutes. It would take me 4 hours.
Oh,
He's a
bless.
ninja. He's the audio ninja. But listen, it can take you 4 minutes too, and it is all possible with the presets that we use, and Mike is very kindly providing to you. If you would like to purchase them, simply head on over to mrc.fm/FJF presets, and you can grab those presets today at a special launch price. Not only will you get presets, but you will get a full sound effects and music pack that Mike is using on the show today. So it's buy one, get one free. You are getting a fantastic package worth £180 with sound effects and music that you can see here on the screen, Mike using. And you can produce jingles in 4 minutes. I say that because I can do it too. And if I can do it, you can do it too. There is absolutely no excuses.
Yes, that's right. Hobby Picker says, we need a Discord server. Dan Morgan says, yeah, you need to have a Discord server, especially for taking those phone calls online. I know, Discord, I need to get into it. First of all, I'm a member of a few Discord communities. I'm like, although I don't post them, I just join them up sometimes, but I'm in the Home Assistant Discord community and things like that for open source home automation and bits. But yeah, I will get into it at some point. Clayton, by the way, is watching all the way in Perth in Western Australia right now.
Hang on, you did not read his surname correctly.
You do it.
Do you want to have a go?
No, you do it.
Go on, you have a go first.
Kilizveski.
Very good. Clayton Kieliszewski.
Not too bad. then.
Kieliszewski.
No, wasn't too bad.
There we go.
Anyway,
pizza, coffee, and abductions for everyone.
I just thought I'd do that like crazy pitch shift there at the end of Podcast Age's jingle there. Let's see.
Pizza, coffee, and abductions for everyone.
A little bit of pitch shifting going on there, subtly in the background. Right, let's move.
This week's hottest tracks in Sweden with the Swedish dance chart.
So we're going to place this up here and this one over here.
This week's hottest tracks in Sweden with the Swedish dance chart.
And again on this, actually, I'm quite a fan of using the pitch shifting recently. Let's place this up here. Go from this to this.
Dance chart.
That was quite interesting. Maybe not quite what I was going for.
Dance chart. Dance chart. Dance chart.
Yes. I can still do the deep voice effect on you using the picture track. You realise that, Isabella? So if I ever feel so inclined, I can still bring a bit of...
You can still make me a lady boy.
Yeah, I can bring a bit of that magic back to you.
No,
Nice.
I was thinking I've essentially erased it from
No,
the future
the new
generation.
presets still have the facility to pitch shift.
Where were you when this was number one? Where were you when this was number one?
We're going to just tidy that up a little bit more.
Pod Studio is saying, I have to say, just loving the presets, just got the upgrade and had to buy some more production library, doing jingles and voiceovers here in Finland. Shout out to you and glad you are enjoying them.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks so much over in Finland. Really cool of you, Pod Studio. And we got Contractor Learn who's saying, what mics? Mike, this is the AKG C414 XL2. It's $999. I'd like to say, I think I was using this before PewDiePie was.
There you go. Maybe he found out on your YouTube channel.
Who knows? I don't know. And Isabella, what you got there in front of you?
I've got Lewitt 440 Pure.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay.
I like it too. It's
Awesome.
got my favorite numbers in. That's why I chose it, right?
44, yes. And I'm going to
I
be...
will only ever have microphones with 44 in it.
At some point, I'm going to be doing, because many of you have asked about this, I am going to put out a video with my thoughts on the Shure SM7B, and I'm actually going to be using it for a few weeks on the live stream just to see how it feels, because so many other podcasters use it. If you want all the technical specs, by the way, and you want to get into real detail on the Shure SM7B, if you're like literally on the edge of making a purchasing decision, I advise you actually go over to Podcast Age's channel, Podcast Age. He was in the chat earlier on, and go and search Shure SM7B. I'm pretty sure he's done a video on Shure. No pun intended. In fact, there is one video I did see on the Podcast Age channel, which was the Shure SM7B of the current day compared to the model from many decades ago. It was like a versus video. I think that was quite a cool video. But yeah, so if you want to get deep into the technical specs, then Podcast Age is your man.
Nice. There you go.
And I love the fact that he broadcasts from Rachel, Nevada.
Nice.
Which is where
Very
all
good.
the aliens allegedly hang out.
Allegedly. Maybe he's an alien.
Maybe.
Don't say.
Maybe. Say no more. Right. Let's get on with this.
Where were you when this was number one?
When this was number one. And I'm just going to trim this up a little bit. There we go. And move into the next. We're actually doing pretty good for time now. And oh my goodness. Money Maker. Wow, that's cool. Like, so, you know, with this restream that I'm releasing a video on this coming Monday, that allows us to go on multiple platforms. So I can see in the multi-chat that Money Maker on Mixer is watching us on Mixer, which is Microsoft's live streaming platform.
Okay.
And Money Maker has, like, you know, I'm not familiar with Mixer, so maybe Moneymaker, you can explain what this means to me, seeing as you're on the Mixer platform right now. Has essentially put an emoji of a brain in the chat with a lightning bolt that says 1000. That seems like it's something special, but I'd love to know what it means. Thank you, Moneymaker, because I assume that's something nice. Like you've donated some things to me on Mixer. That's really awesome.
That is cool.
Yeah, I don't know if you're monitoring multi-chat. Can you see that?
Oh no!
It's got the little X logo, the Mixer logo. Yeah, so Moneymaker with an O with a 0 instead of an O, and 2 R's at the end and no E. So Moneymaker. Yeah, put that. And I think that's rather special. I'm saying that in particular because Moneymaker, you're watching right now on Mixer.
That's awesome.
And I use Restream to get to all these different platforms, and I can see at any one time who's watching on each different platform. I've got like statistics, and I can see that like obviously we've got like a few hundred on YouTube, but we got one person watching on Mixer. It must be Moneymaker.
It must
Yay, Moneymaker! Go and invite all your Mixer friends
Nice.
to come and watch us on Mixer. That would be really cool.
That's cool.
What software are you using? Moneymaker is asking. I will tell you, but I'd really like to know what your 1,000 lightning bolts on Mixer means. So I've never used Mixer apart from hooking up the stream key to stream on Mixer. So please tell me what that means. But I'm using OBS over here to do the stream, and then Restream, which you can access at mrc.fm/restream, mrc.fm/restream, and you can stream out to multiple different platforms. So it's Restream, OBS, and of course this one here in front of me is Adobe Audition. That's what I use to make the jingles.
Nice.
So there you go. But thank you for your brain 1,000 lightning bolts.
Nice. There you go. Brain 100 lightning bolt.
Really cool. Wouldn't it be funny if like obviously Moneymaker is the only person watching on Mixer right now? Wouldn't it be funny if like I started talking and say, "Tell me more. What does this all mean?" And then suddenly the viewer went from 1 to 0. Moneymaker has left the conversation.
No, don't jinx.
It's still there though. Apparently it's like karma. It's like karma points. So we just got 1,000 karma points.
Oh, that's cool.
And Whiston Sound is actually watching on Periscope right now. Hey, nice. So like
Nice.
I obviously we stream and we get a lot of comments on the YouTube and the Facebook channels, but like it always thrills me when I see a comment coming in on a platform that we're not so big on, like Periscope or Mixer. So hello to you. Is that good?
Hello to you indeed. Yes.
Let's get back to what we're supposed to be doing. And we're very close to the end. Cool. I just got some Mixer karma today, we did.
Yeah, you take the credit now. Seriously.
It's all mine.
Seriously.
Give me all the karma. Give me all the karma. It's all mine.
Do you see this guy? Seriously, this is what I have to deal with all the time.
Yes, we are on Twitch, by the way. That's really easy. Twitch.tv/Music Radio Creative. And I thoroughly advise, if there's a platform that you use more often than YouTube or Facebook to do and consume your live streams, go and like bookmark us or follow us over there, because you'll get a ping from us when we go live. So yeah, twitch.tv/Music Radio Creative, and you'll find us over there too. Right?
That's it. Easy as that.
Okay. Paul Dixon saying, if I remember correctly, you get points for watching on Mixer, and you can use these to send special emotes to people. That's so nice. Oh, wow. Funnily enough, now Ethan is asking, how do we get those custom mic flags? And I did mention Logo Mic earlier, and I wish I could recommend them, but Isabella said she's recently been in touch, and it might be the whole COVID situation so let's not go too hard on them. But yeah, she's tried to email 4 times and heard nothing back. So it might just be they're going through a hard time right now.
But
so
in
we
all
have to give them
honesty,
some
the website
leeway.
is not the best as well.
I did say it was, the website was created when the internet was invented.
It literally is. Like, the whole process is very not there. So if you have like a really nice solution,
you have to drop an email. You have to say,
listen,
I'm thinking of ordering this product. Could you do it?
Yeah, but if you think about it, it's like it's such a huge gap in the market. It's like if you come up with this really nice looking website for it and create a good product, I think you could genuinely kill it in this market. There is no.
Well, there must be other like companies that do custom logo mics and windshields. We just haven't found one.
Yeah.
So if you're pretty smart. What you watching the stream right now, you're pretty smart. If you do come across a logo mic flag making thingy company that ships internationally, there are probably solutions in the US that we don't know about, Isabella. And if you know a good company maybe in the US that does that, then let us know, and particularly if they ship internationally, because we're all about the global audio family here at Music Radio Creative. We understand you watch in the US and we understand you watch in the UK, but we know that people are watching in the Philippines, in India, in France, Germany, Australia, India, Bangladesh, and so we want a company ideally that does it all over. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my goodness, like Mixer is blowing up now. We've got people coming in on Mixer. I get a feeling Moneymaker might have shared the stream on Mixer, because it says Moneymaker is now following, and now we've got Hypebot in there as well, and we've also got Paul Designs on Mixer. Oh my goodness, we're blowing up on Mixer, folks. Mixer is the new Twitch or the new YouTube, right?
I think you're getting very excited very fast. But yay, we're blowing up on
Mixer.
Woohoo!
Mixer.
There
Hello,
you go.
Mixer. Thank you. And Paul Designs is now following. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. Paul Designs, thank you so much. Please share it with all your Mixer friends.
There you go. Please do, yes. Share it.
It's just like
Not just on Mixer, by the way. Oh, shout out to Frances.
DJ Beaker FM is now following.
No. Hang on. Stop the press. Shout out to Frances. Frances, who's watching us on YouTube. Frances is one of our voiceover artists here as Music Radio Creative.
Yay, Frances!
Yay! She's awesome, by the way. You can check her out on musicradiocreative.com. She's amazing female vocals.
Yes, absolutely.
From all the way from the North America. So, yay.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you, Francis, for tuning in. By the way, this has inspired me, the fact that we're getting some new followers and new viewers, apparently, on Mixer, to actually integrate. And I want to do this one week. I want to get all those overlays, where, like, the gamers have with the, like, so-and-so has just followed using Streamlabs or Stream Elements, and so-and-so has just done a super chat or whatever, or donated. I want to get those kind of overlays up and running. If anyone knows, by the way, someone who's good at designing those things, let me know. Please don't post it in the chat because I might miss it. Just reach out to us through the different channels, through like Twitter or email or whatever. If you know someone who designs really cool custom overlays, like incorporating your brand and logo, I'd be really interested to start a conversation on that, because I would like to do that. I'm now waiting for a shout out to somebody watching on MySpace, says Paul Designs. So funny. So yeah, Mixer, that's cool, but I want to do all of that. That would be really very cool indeed, wouldn't it, Isabella?
It would. Back to production, Mr. Russell.
Okay, indeed, yes, this is what I should be doing. This is what this stream is all about.
Welcome in the Hans 80s show with Hans Simmons.
And then we need a little, like, kind of end there. Pull that in. Oh, wow, DHYT. Mixer is blowing up. There you go. DHYT is now in on the stream over there.
Simons.
Oh, hang on. That was just a retake. Whoops. Okay, no worries. I can fix that.
With Hans Simons.
Oh, that sounds awkward. Hang on. I'll do my little trick of cutting midway through the word, and then you'll never notice.
With Hans Simons.
See, I told you you'd never notice. That was an edit. All right, let's bring this in. Ask Me Anything coming up in a few minutes with Isabella, so stick around for that.
Broadcast.
Moneymaker is sharing a heart emote now on Mixer. This is so cool.
Broadcast Amsterdam, your local radio station, 24/7.
Oh, Doug, I should have known it's you over on Mixer with the username DHYT. That's awesome. Paul Designs. Go on. If you obviously, if you're on YouTube, don't go off YouTube because we like you watching on YouTube. But if you are on YouTube and you've got a Mixer account, just hop over and give us a follow over on Mixer. I'm not even sure what our Mixer URL is. It's probably Mixer something / Music Radio Creative. Oh, mixer.com. Mixer.com. Hang on, I'll get you the link. And then anyone who wants to go and follow us over on Mixer can feel free to do so. I'm just going to go over to Mixer now and have a look at our Mixer account for those of you who are interested. Oh, there you go. You got to it before me. I didn't know you could post links on Mixer. That's pretty interesting. Apparently you can. You're not sort of banned as you are on YouTube. So Doug Hewson has now kindly shared that in the YouTube chat. Apparently we're at mixer.com / music radio creative. Who would have known, right? Who would have known that?
Who would have known that, indeed?
There we go. Anyway, let's crack on with this. And now, my goodness, this is a day for people watching on different platforms. Now someone is watching on DLive. We've got Officer Mutiny watching on DLive.
Broadcast Amsterdam, your local radio station, 24/7 and on demand. Or on broadcastamsterdam.nl.
You see, I'm just going to finish that jingle in a second. This is the reason you should be using Restream. That's the video I'm releasing on Monday, how I use Restream to go to all these multiple platforms, because you never know who's going to find you on the different places like Mixer and Twitch. And we're on DLive, we're on VK in Russia, Periscope, LinkedIn Live, Twitch, everywhere, Isabella.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yes, Doug has no idea about DLive, but apparently it's a new one. And I can see the chat from DLive as well. So there we go.
Broadcast Amsterdam, your local radio station, 24/7 and on demand. Or on broadcastamsterdam.nl.
This is crazy because, I'm getting excited about 6 viewers now on Mixer, even though we have a few hundred on YouTube. But I'm like, we've got 6 viewers on Mixer. This is amazing. This is epic. I'm excited about 6 viewers, Isabella.
How funny. That's so funny.
Anyway,
You're
sorry.
so funny.
Let's move on.
on broadcastamsterdam.nl.
There we go. So let's bring this up and pop that there.
On broadcastamsterdam.nl.
I think that's quite suitable. And let's fade that off at the end. So there we go. Go Mixer. Team Mixer. And actually, I think like Mixer has a really good name for us because we are mixers of audio here.
We are.
We're mixers of audio streaming live on Mixer. Cortec 007 is now watching on both Mixer and YouTube at the same time. So how about that?
Get intimate with the...
So apparently one of the USPs of Mixer is of Vortex Radio, not Vortex Radio, sorry, Paul Designs is saying, I love how Mixer encourages interaction by awarding points for it. The more you chat, the more points you earn. Oh, that's super cool. That's super cool. So that's why people watching on Mixer are now chatting lots, because they get like awarded for it. And I'm getting pizzas in Mixer and everything. This is so amazing.
Oh,
wow.
Bless you.
There you go. Podcast Stage says, I lost my bet that Officer Mutiny on T-Live was Doug, so I have to pay up. So he did. Anyway, sorry. We're going off the topic now. Like, Mixer is going nuts. People are chanting away. Thank you, Mixer. Anyway, it's really distracting me from what I should be doing.
It is. It really, really is.
But it's fun. This is why we do the live stream, Isabella, to have fun. Right?
We do.
We would stop doing this live stream if it wasn't fun anymore, right?
Yep. We would not.
Has to be fun.
It has to be fun.
Right, I need to find a breaker probably for this. Let's bring that in at the start.
Get intimate with the best new music.
Radio No FM.
Let's just tighten that up a little bit and chop off the intro bit there. That might work quite nicely.
Get intimate with the best new music.
Radio No FM.
Radio No FM, echoing into eternity, and we're not doing too badly actually. We've got about 4 more jingles after this one, so we really are getting there. Yeah, we really are doing quite well.
Are you ready?
XS Wharf 9697. I love it. Like, YouTube kind of encourages real names now, so we can see everyone's real names on YouTube. Whereas on Mixer, it's like, it's real renegade names like XS Wharf 9697 and Cortec 007 is watching live on Mixer. Like the old days, right?
Like the old days, right?
Okay, let's get back in on
Are
this.
you ready? Flashback.
Are you ready? And then we're going to do Flashback 80s here. Hello from Twitch. Oh, Doug, you're just showing off now, going to all the different platforms. All right, Doug, here's a challenge for you. If you're all up for going between the different platforms, go and find us on VK, Vkontakte, the Russian social network, the Russian equivalent of YouTube. Go and find us and post a comment on Vkontakte, because I've never seen, although we do pull in the comments from VK. Let me just confirm that we do. Yes, we do.
Oh, how
so I
funny
can
is
see
that?
them. I will be able to see it. That's your challenge,
to, like,
Doug.
hack some Russian networks now.
Yes, you
right?
you might have to get a Russian phone
dear.
number to sign up. Although I don't think you do, because I signed up to VK so that I could enable the stream on VK. So I think it's pretty straightforward. So go and give your data to the Russian authorities, Doug, and say hi to us on VK.
How hilarious is that?
Make sure that Russia has all of your data. Okay.
All of it.
He's never heard of it. I think it's VK.com. VK.com.
Are you ready? Flashback 80s, taking you back.
I love that kind of like...
Are you ready? Flashback 80s, taking you back.
Let's just tighten that up a little bit.
80s, taking you back. 80s, taking you back. Back.
And we'll go down here.
Back in the 80s with DJ Gabriel.
There we go. And we definitely need another jingly bit that comes out from there.
There you go. Mr. Raslo is saying, when can we see Isabella produce some jingles? I think that would really, like, we can
You're
swap
back.
the seats if, I don't know, we would have to decide, it would have to be something special.
Yeah, we
right?
should get you in on that. That will be in a special stream. We'll save that for a special occasion.
That's it.
By the way, Sven is watching from Brazil right now, and Paul says, I'm not sure that I would trust VK, a Russian social network, with my details. Well, funny you say that. So, like, I've been playing around with the Restream program like I'm using to get out to all these different networks. And at first I added a load of different networks because they support a load of different live streaming networks, and I added them all in, and I realized that actually there's only a few that people actually watch on, so I took a lot of them out because it kind of overwhelms when you go to the statistics page. They have a really good statistics page you can kind of look at. But initially I tried signing up to everything. So I went to, there were about 3 or 4 South Korean live streaming platforms. They look really epic, by the way. They look amazing. And I know South Korea has a very connected population and a population that likes to watch and consume a lot of online stuff. And I got all the way to signing up. So somewhere in some Korean social network, there is Mike Russell's email address floating about. And then I realized that in order to activate your account so you can live stream in South Korea, you have to have a South Korean mobile number. And apparently, I didn't know this until I looked into it because I was trying to get signed up desperately and figure out a way to do this. But I found out, essentially through my searching and through a bit of Reddit, that apparently in South Korea, your mobile number is attached, Isabella, to your identity.
Whoa!
Like actually physically attached. And apparently it's very, very illegal to share a South Korean mobile number with someone else for the purpose of signing up to one of these networks. Wow. So essentially signing up to a social network and connecting your mobile number is as good as saying, this is Mike Russell. This is like actually me in South Korea.
It has a lot of,
a lot of benefits. Yeah, absolutely.
In
terms of safety and everything else. But obviously it didn't have benefits from, some audio producer here on the Isle of Wight in England who wanted to be on a South Korean network.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. That is crazy.
There we go. Maybe this would be dedication. Maybe we could move to South Korea for a bit, get a South Korean number, and then sign up to that network so we can stream in South Korea. What do you think?
It's quite a long way around it, isn't it? No? Kind of seems like, a project for a year or something like that.
A year in South Korea. Let's do it. Well, when the borders open again. But yeah, it would be a really good idea. Why not? Okay.
Why not? Yeah.
Anyway, there we go. Anyway, right, let's move on. I would ask if we have any friends in South Korea who could, but that would not be legal and I don't want to get you in trouble. So let's get back to it.
Are you ready? Flashback 80s, taking you back. Back in the 80s with DJ Gabriel.
Oh, we need some boomy, bassy kind of cool stuff there. So let's just boom that down a little bit.
80s with DJ Gabriel.
That's a bit dark, isn't it?
80s with DJ Gabriel.
There we go. And just 4 more jingles left to produce. And we're doing quite well. Dig in the new production library, Isabella.
Are you digging it in?
Volume 12. Tell us about how you can get Volume 12 for free.
Well, simply head on over to mrc.fm/FJF presets. If you buy the presets, you get the production library included, which is our premiere for the 3.0 presets. It is going to be valid all the way up until the next Friday, till the end of the next Free Jingle Friday next week. So if you are watching on a replay, you haven't missed out. You can still get them mrc.fm/FJF presets. That's as easy as that.
That's how you do it. Right, let's get back to this, into the production mode.
That was today's
Okay, start that one again. Let's go. Come on.
That was today's Ferdinand Flatback. You choose yours.
You choose yours should definitely be here.
Flatback. You choose yours. Part of Scene Radio. Part of the big radio network.
Ooh, okay. That needs to be something in here.
Part of the big radio network.
There we go. Once again, the URL, Wits and Sound on Periscope. It's mrc.fm/FJF presets. Get a special on these presets until this time next week. Essentially, you get the presets and this new production library that I'm using together included as a one nice little package, but it's only for this week. And only for you watching the live stream. We're not mentioning that deal anywhere else, are we, Isabella?
Nope. So you are getting it, on Free Jingle Friday, or if you're part of on our email list to get reminders about Free Jingle Friday, you will get an email with those two after the show. Yeah.
But it's only within this community watching this show.
Within the community. It's not publicly available on the website, so you can't just go in and search for the deal. You need to have the link.
Cool. Okay, let's keep producing here.
You're listening to Tom Barron. Get ready.
You're listening to Tom Barron.
Get ready for more fun and
we'll pull this one in here.
great great music.
Vibe Sports is back from June 1st, 2020. Join the crew on Vibe Radio. Now you're feeling the vibe.
Oh, hang on, that's a different jingle, isn't it?
More fun and great music.
Yeah?
More fun and great.
Vibe Sports is back from June 1st, 2020. Join the crew on Vibe Radio. Now you're feeling the vibe.
Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, good. Just wanted to check on that.
Vibe Sports is back from June 1st, 2020. Back from June 1st, 2020.
Vibe Sports is back.
From June 1st.
Let's move that in a bit.
Back
From June 1st, 2020.
back
From June 1st, 2020.
Join the crew on Vibe Radio.
20.
Join the crew.
To join the crew.
LB,
Join the crew on Vibe Radio.
Go on.
LB is asking, what's your link for Waves plugins?
Funnily enough, mrc.fm /
Wave!
Yes, give us a waves.
Waves.
mrc.fm / waves. And yeah, I do use Waves plugins a lot when I'm not using Adobe Audition native effects, which of course that's my door, so I use a lot of Adobe Audition stuff. But when I need that extra punch, Waves comes into play. And thank you for sharing that everywhere. If you want to use it. Why are we talking about Waves?
I don't
Does
know.
someone have a specific
LB,
question?
LB just asked. So, hi from Italy. You know, I know
That's very kind.
your link for the Waves plugin? Question mark.
There we go.
Oh, can I know your link for the? Sorry.
Thank you for asking, LB.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, they do some awesome stuff. Awesome stuff.
Radio.
Now you're feeling the vibe.
You're feeling the vibe. And oh my goodness, just 2 more jingles left. And there's Ask Me Anything with Isabella. You
And
can.
after that, we record all the other jingles, by the way. So don't worry if you've been sticking here and waiting and you're like, I haven't heard my jingle. We haven't recorded it yet.
Indeed.
Don't worry.
Indeed. Right, let's get these jingles done. Thank you so much for the wonderful super chats and all of that good stuff. Those of you who've chosen to have a produced jingle today, always really appreciate it.
You're listening to Justin Rushmore's Positive Vibrations. One world.
Oh, this is nice. I like this. So we got like here, one world.
One world. One. One world.
One world.
One. One love.
And then this one here. And then I'm also going to bring in... Maybe that'll work well. I don't know. Let's try.
One world. One love. One BTN. One love. One BTN.
Maybe not the right sound effect. That could be it. That could be the one.
One love. One BTN.
Thanks for sharing all those cool pictures on Mixer, by the way, via the chat box. It's making my day. It's brightening up my day with all those beautiful stars and things you're putting up there on Mixer.
Nice.
Very nice indeed.
Aww.
Right, let's get a music bed. Oh, house
that.
music. I like that. Yeah, we like house, don't we?
You're listening to Dial Trolls, the worst show ever.
Let's bring this in.
You're listening to Dial Trolls.
The worst show ever. And now,
Let's just pull it out there. Fizzle it out. Bing, bing, bing.
and now it's time. And
now it's time.
Now it's time.
Time. And remember, no snitching.
Oh,
Time. And remember. Remember, no snitching. Remember, no snitch.
That needs to go up there, I think.
Remember, no snitching.
Oh, a taco on Mixer. Sorry, I was getting so excited about these things. Right. That is the session, I do believe. Command S. Multi-track, mix down, entire session. Your jingles are being mixed down. You will be able to get them after the show. We'll throw out the link so that you know where to get it. It is Free Taco Friday. I like that. Very nice indeed. Or Fishy Friday. We always have a Fishy Friday where we...
got Fishy Friday.
Fish and chips. It's a popular dish here in the United Kingdom. Isabella, it's over to you, and it is time for Ask Me Anything with Isabella. So you literally can ask her anything. You can say, where did Mike get his Live and Breathe audio t-shirt from? Where did Iz get her Chakras t-shirt from? Anything like that. It's beautiful. You're shining. Your solar plexus is really shiny today, by the way,
There you
Isabella. So over to you, Iz. You can literally ask her anything. This is Isabella's section of the show. Doug Hewson just checked in on Periscope.
Nice.
Have you got the restream chat? Can you see everyone's chats? Oh, you can. I can see. You can see because I'm watching you from over your shoulder. Ha 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 ha. Or should I say ha 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 ha? So it's over to you. Have fun with this. I know you always love it. By the way, just before I go and be quiet and hand over to you, I was talking about like overlays and stuff, kind of like the Twitch streamers do, with new subscriber, new super chat, and new person following or posting tacos on Mixer or whatever. I also wanted to get like a cool. This is something I have to sit down and think about, maybe work with someone, which is why I'm asking if you know a good graphic designer who does like, the Twitch overlays or the streamer overlays, please put me in touch or let me know. But essentially for you, when we go to Ask Me Anything, eventually I want to have like a split screen with you in a box and the chat rolling up next to you, all with a cool, like, animated thing around you, thing like that, doing the hand actions. Make sense?
The hand actions, yes. That makes
over to you.
Sense. All right, over to me. So first of all, a big shout out and thank you to people with the spanners in the comments. You can see all around either Facebook, Twitter. Bjorn and Doug are there today, looking after all of your comments and making sure that I can see all of your questions. So I know that Bjorn has been already collecting all the questions posted earlier on, ever since we started to mention the fact that, Ask Me Anything is coming up. So thank you to you, because you are making this all so much easier and better for us all. So thank you. You're awesome. Righty-ho. So let's have a look at those questions coming in. Question from Bjorn, first of all. Where does Mike record the jingles that are purchased from the website? Mike doesn't really... hang on. Where does Mike record the jingles? So we use Google Drive for the storage. So pretty much everything goes into Google Drive. And then we also use Amazon S3 for storage and things like that. So, I hope that answers your question. How do you access the stuff from other laptop in the new office? So again, we do everything in the cloud, Bjorn. Everything is done in the cloud. So I will just connect my Google Drive. I will connect my Gmail and I'm there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Question from Safeware68. What make or are the boom arm that you and Mike are using? It's the Rode PS something, I think. Somebody in the chat will know. I really rely on you guys to help me out here. Let's have a quick look. Oh, thank you to Love Audio Paul Weber for your super chat. And you say, hey, Mike, Isabella, hope I've spelled that right. Yes, you have. Thank you. Love the session today. Mike, it's been a while since I ordered a jingle from you. Hope you are well. We are very well. Thank you so much. We are loving the weather on the Isle of Wight. It's been really lovely lately. We have our wonderful children in the house. We are enjoying the lockdown really as much as one can enjoy it. PSA 1, thank you. I've been very close. PSA 101, PSA 1, thank you. Thank you. I knew I could rely on you guys. So thank you to Bjorn, Ethan, and Room 9 podcast. You are great. Brian Craig says, just downloaded the new plugin. Awesome. Can't wait to spend the weekend using it. Thanks, Mike. You are most welcome. So Lewis is asking, what is your favorite radio station in the UK? When I listen to a radio station, it usually is between Heart and Capital FM. I don't like some of the music on Capital FM. It's a little bit too young for me, as in like, the rappy stuff that they sometimes play. So then I switch over to Heart. So it's between Heart and Capital. I know it's, I don't know whether that's the answer you were expecting to hear. Tate Lack is asking, I'm curious why Mike chose the Soundcraft MKT12 mixing console over all the other ones out there. Do you know, this is better question for Mike than for me, but I would say he's chosen it a very long time ago. He really likes using it. and he's just used to it in the way that I don't think he can, you can convert him into anything else from there on, so to speak. Let's have a look. Revenge of the Forsaken Gods. What a name. Wow. Revenge of the Forsaken Gods. Hello, Mike and Isabella. Both of you have been an inspiration to me. Just started a podcast and your channel has helped a lot. Love from Nairobi, Kenya. Well, love to you too, and I'm really thrilled we could be of help. What else have we got? You are from which country? Says Arshed Ahmed. We'll have a guess. Have a guess, but it is Poland, if you must know. Renegade Maxter says, with so many DJs' website, podcast links, and addresses, do you guys ever take time out to visit and listen? Sometimes, yes, absolutely. It's not possible to listen to every link you send us. I mean, we receive a lot of, requests like, hey, can you listen to my radio station? Can you listen to my, DJ mix and podcast and, whatever else? We try our best to tune into some, but it is physically impossible to tune into all. But yes, we do is the answer. We are interested in what you do and how you do it. So especially, I know we have a lot of regulars here in the comments, and we've grown to listen to some of your stuff. You send it through, and we will listen and have a chat. So we do is the answer. What else have we got? The Trackdown Corporation is asking, what are you drinking, Isabella? This is the finest Greek mountain tea. There we go. Sent to me by wonderful Alexander, who does watch this live stream. He's one of the regulars watching us here. He's been supplying me with Greek mountain tea, which is amazing. There are so many health benefits. I really love drinking it. So that's what I drink. But I also, I'm a huge fan of rooibos tea. So if I drink tea, it's rooibos tea with milk as well. What else have we got? Do you recommend use particular XLR cables? Do I look like a person who recommends the cables? Really should be the question.
Anything with Neutrik connectors on the end.
There you go. That's a better answer there. So what else we got else? Oh, yes, Alexander from Contact Radio Castoria, Greece. That's right. Let's have a look. 423.6 says, I'm starting a podcast purely because of your content. Love it all. I just wanted to know one thing. What would you say was the best way to consider when having mic etiquette? I don't know what that means. Having mic etiquette. I don't know what you mean. You've got to clarify, please. Bonita Max Radio is asking, where from Poland are you coming from? I am originally from Łódź, all the way in the central part of Poland, Łódź. Wonderful city. I actually really miss Poland. I've spoken with my daughter the other day because we had a wonderful time. I've taken my daughter and my mother-in-law to Poland. It must have been 3 or 4 years ago now. I can't believe it's been such a long time ago. And had a lovely time just visiting different parts along the way. And my daughter really enjoyed it so much. She remembers it and she's asking me, Mummy, when can we go to Poland together again? Just mummy and daughter time. I was like, do you know what? I would really like to take you there soon. But obviously at the moment we have to be patient. So yes. What other questions have we got? Bjorn is asking, what model mouse and keyboard do you use? I have Logitech. It's Logitech M545 for the mouse. And I have no idea what was it for the keyboard because it's not written on it. And I had this problem finding it today and I can't remember now. But I will let you know, Bjorn, when I find it. So no problem at all. What else have we got? How long have you known Mike? Adam is asking. Since 2007, which would make it, it will be coming up to 13 years very soon. So, yeah, that's quite a while. What else have we got from you here? DJ Willie's asking, how long have you been married to Mike? We've been married since 2009, which would make it 11 years. Paul Woodland is asking, is there anything from Poland that you miss living in the UK? Oh, that's a really good question. Pierogi, I really like pierogi. Usually it's mainly food stuff that I really miss. But also just hearing people talk Polish and, just being in that kind of typical Polish environment, it's very different. so kind of, just miss that, just walking on the streets, hearing people talk and talking back, walking into the shop and ordering, whatever, just in Polish and just looking at my kids and they are just having those big eyes saying, oh, it's brilliant. It's absolutely fantastic. So Room 9 podcast says, Isabella, I have a podcast centered around mental health and addiction in the US. I'm wondering what state of mental health and addiction is like in the UK. I would say it's probably similar to most places. I mean, I don't know whether it varies from one country to another. I guess it does based on what's, in general happening in that country. But I don't know, would it be any different to what it is in the US? Mental health is like, it's hugely in focus. I love the fact that the royal family, members of the royal family here in the UK put a huge focus on mental health. It is William and Kate who really talk about it a lot. I know they support a lot of charities. They always put it in spotlight. So I think that they are working hard to bring it into spotlight. I would guess it's still a little bit of that, thing that not many people talk about. It's not as widely outspoken about as I think it should be. I hope that helps. What are we having there as well? I think I can take maybe a couple more questions. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a good one. Scott O'Hara is asking, what's the weirdest thing that Mike keeps in his drawers? Right, I will tell you what I will do. Since I'm wrecking his current little studio in the house and turning it into my little office, before he takes his stuff away, I'm going to go through all the drawers and have a look and find yes, and find something, and then I will share it with you at Ask Isabella Anything next week. So you've got to watch next week to see it. How about that? A little teaser for you there. And let's have a look. Last question. Let's take it from... let's take it from Paul Woodland. Isabella, are there any Polish shops on the Isle of Wight? We have a good few in Glasgow. There are a couple. There is one that I go to sometimes if I get time, but it's not that great, but it's good enough, if that makes sense. So I go there occasionally to get things. I also rely on my mum bringing supplies when she visits from Manchester. My mum lives in Manchester, but she has a lot better shopping opportunities in Manchester than I do here. So when she comes over, she brings me lots of supplies. Right, so that is it. Have we got back, Mike? He's panicked now.
Yeah, no, I'm just one of the things I love about this boom is that I can, like the PSA 1, I can move my mic around, and actually I feel like standing up for the rest of this show. So sorry, because this camera angle will not be very flattering. So I won't cut to that camera angle. We'll just keep it on like this one or another one. I can't reach me hotkeys though. I need to get it on my Stream Deck. Didn't think about that. But yeah, I just fancy doing the free voiceovers standing up because apparently...
Check those trousers out, by the way. Have you shown me your trousers? You just had a little cut there, but check those trousers out. Hello. They are amazing.
Yes. There you go.
Good.
Thank you.
I think we have some jingles to record. Shall we?
We do.
Hit record on the other stuff.
Yeah, I might not change the camera angle so frequently because I'm going to be standing up. I just feel like I need energy. I need to open my diaphragm a little bit. So let's move everything up like that. And then you doing the same?
No, well, maybe. I don't know if I can see it though.
Hang on, no, that's fine like that. But if I
can't
cut
see
to your
properly on the
I cut to your camera there, we can just see your tummy.
Okay.
So and my tummy. So let's stand up.
Right.
Let's stay on this camera angle for most of the recording.
Right, we can do that.
And we'll go. So hit record and let's get started, shall we?
Yeah. Okay.
Stay home, stay safe, and listen to Benita Max Radio.
Mikey Biggs in the mix.
OSKP, radio bringing you the best in old school.
DJ Spanish is live in the mix. DJ Spanish. DJ Simple
Cypher.
DJ Simple Cypher is live on the turntable.
Oh my God is back. DJ Rakib Pro Uganda in quarantine mix live on 97.1 Luego FM. LWENGO FM 97.1. Radiology News Network. You're listening to the Radiology News Network. Innovation leads to leader.
Cross Country Coffee Roadshow. Traveling America one coffee shop at a time.
The Blend. Accurate traffic and radar.
DJ Waleed Production.
DJ Garrick's live in the mix. If you love artists like Armin van Buuren, Gareth Emery and Martin Garrix, you should keep listening. Radio Popcorn is taking you back in time to the 60s, to the 70s, to the 80s, to the 90s.
Gordon Warren on 102.3 HFM. Bedford Radio, the halfway heartbreaker. Looked at, no words on Bedford Radio.
You're listening to Mark Stafford on Stafford's World. Welcome to Expat Tipos. Here is your host, Ari Jaramillo.
The crispiest flavors with CJ. Turn up the heat. It's the DJ who gives you a mix of flavors. DJ Waleed in the mix.
Stand by. Pat Nichol is about to play the NAF music track.
Welcome to Radio Lockdown with hits you thought wouldn't see the living daylight. Every.
You're listening to The Memory Mix on 103.1 Tank FM.
Produced and mixed by DJ Willie. This is the SJC Politics, Current Affairs and Scholarship Group on SJC Radio.
Sound off Saturdays. Do you like reading? Then you are in the right place. This is Reading with Adam on Pebblebrook Tube.
A1 Mobile Auto Detail. The next gen car detailing is here.
This is Chop for Salad. Welcome back.
You're tuned into Country Roads with DJ Ray on Spectrum Internet Radio.
You're tuned into Finlay on Pulse.
Look to Suhovsky Enterprise when you want the best in advertising. The Friday Night Show with Mark Matthews on Taka Radio. You're listening to Chris Gary, broadcasting from the shack at the back.
Uncle Vince has this place rockin'. You just never know what will come out of the musical vault.
Kicking up a musical storm with the original renegade, DJ Mackie, on virtualdjradio.com. The Daily Show with Mark Matthews.
Another song you won't believe you're hearing on Crunchy FM. You'll never know what we'll play next. On FM, online and on TuneIn, this is 88.3 Southern FM, the sounds of the Bayside.
Playing great tunes for you on Leighton Buzz Radio. Logical Progression, guest mix special.
Your radio will never sound the same. This is Dandy Radio. This is your summer station playing the hottest sounds around.
This is the online station, part of the Big Radio Network.
This is an exclusive remix from Matthew Stevenson. The Retro Company Dance Station. If you like it, please go to radioreload.it and donate now. Listen to Ducky's Ditch every Friday. Weird, wacky and awesome. To contact the show, go to the Coastal Sound Listeners Facebook page. Big Chucks of hits. Hits 24/7. Hits 247. From LA to the world, you're in the mix with DJ Geo, representing Chicago.
Big Train, Swaglosophy, and world-famous Raheem at Swag Radio, the hottest radio station on the planet, man.
You're listening to the two-wheel drive selector, operator. This is DJ Unlimited. Keep it locked. Follow on Instagram at DJ Unlimited for you or WhatsApp 0813 054 6886. The Brunch Show with Carty, featuring the brand new Top 5 at 10, the classic Top 30 at 12, and coffee.
If you have Alexa and you want to hear this station, radio station, Alexa, start Calypso Gold. Alexa, start Calypso Gold Radio.
You just sent everyone's Alexa completely mad. I'm sure sometimes people put scripts like that in there to get their radio station.
Yeah.
The best of house music, tech house, deep house, and techno here at 107.9 Res FM. The kind of music you want to hear. Music with you in mind. It's Dommy Radio. Tune in and play it loud. Trinidad Dancehall in the mix with DJ Watty Killer.
Welcome to the late night drive between 10 and 12 on Eden FM. Time for your listener's choice. You are listening to a Top 10 interview, exclusively on Live from Proxilla Towers.
The weekday breakfast show with Martin Bray on Taka Radio. Can you fill the gap in the breakfast bap?
Joey's 11 p.m. mix on Titan FM. And now, the news.
You're listening to Crate Digger, excavating musical gems.
Health Radio. Better information, better health.
You are tuned into the one, the only, DJ Rosical.
Right, since it's a big Isabella line there, hang on. Yeah, need to clear the throat for those. DJ Jordan, Club Quarantine. We are on the big one, the big radio network, live. This is Scene Radio, broadcasting live from Pride. www.sceneradio.scot. Say it loud, Scotland! It's your own voice station of the nation. Call us on 0701 899 6824 or 0903 460 5059.
You're listening to Mix Hits Radio W Mix in the Mix.
It's a stay-in-place weekend. All this Labor Day weekend on Jukebox 92.7.
Welcome to Speed Quizzing. Your host today is Max NH. Who will win? We don't know. Let's go.
D-Mode Radio. D-Mode Radio Athens. This is your Saturday morning show on Sky FM online radio. Top Up Tuesdays all day long on Global FM, Reggae Radio Trinidad. DJ Shakila Connolly, Norris Comedy Radio. We broadcast from Seoul radio station Tokyo to the universe. Weed Wednesdays on Global FM Reggae Radio, blazing straight out of Trinidad and Tobago. Keep it up. Your number one DJ around. Your number one DJ around. DJ Vital in the mix. You're listening to the best music with DJ Junior Hype. Only the best 60s, 70s and 80s. This is Zoom. Classic Cats. You are now rocking with Trinidad's baddest DJ, Selecta Escapone. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now listening to Songs for You, mixed exclusively on mixcloud.com// Mixed exclusively on mixcloud.com/JustBoniface. Just Boniface. The Dallies on Sky FM online radio. Highlight of major headlines on newspapers around the world. It's you, Mike.
Playing the best mix of tunes. Like us on Facebook. You're listening to Stephen and Tony on Alibi Radio. The best music of the 1960s, featuring the great dance hits of the Music Box on Music Box Memories. Online, on your mobile, and here. This is Lakes Radio News. We are streaming live. Your growing questions answered right now. You're in the mix with Gary Michael. You love this station. We love you too. Jordan 105.5 FM. This is a station that gets you winning 105.5.
Your summer is your Burn Radio.
Contact with Summer Hits. This is Contact Radio Castoria. Welcome to radio. Let Charis take you back in time. This is Blast from the Past with Charis. Ronda Radio is back after this short break. Stay tuned. Your favourite gospel tunes, hymns and some country music only on Real 99.1 FM, ABBA.
I could do this one like Mystic Moods Mondays. Sorry. Mystic Mood Mondays, streaming live 24/7. This is the Modern Country Hour on Saint FM Community Radio with Paul Blake. Follow DJ Tash on Instagram, AudioMac and SoundCloud. The original, the authentic, female DJ in BZ. What does BZ stand for?
I'm not looking at it.
The original, the authentic, female DJ in BZ. In BZ. The Global Dance Party with Ash Jordan. Worldwide and interactive.
Hits, throwbacks and classics. The Saturday Night House Party. Good morning. This is your Wake Up Show on Sky FM Online Radio. DJ David Hunter. Follow DJ Static on SoundCloud. Follow DJ Static on SoundCloud and YouTube at STATICKSOUND. Hi, Mike Russell here. Wakey Paul Woodland. It's time for the morning show. Here's a song that's gonna wanna make you turn it up and rip the knob off. The Rock Show.
You're listening to Blakey's Hour on Saint FM Community Radio.
Clubalicious radio with the freshest house, EDM, hip-hop, urban tracks and dance tracks. You are now in the mix with Prince Kevin Productions. Unexplained Online. Join us for open lines and talk about all things paranormal.
Promo Mix. A look at the professionals that shape the industries of marketing, public relations, and... There is no more script.
And here is DJ Delboy with another 80s dancefloor classic. 1.21 gigawatts of pure 80s. It's your main man on the ones and twos, DJ JT. Introducing the dynamic duos in Belize. You are now in the mix with Prince Kevin and Junior.
Mixing the best tunes. This is DJ Bass Boss.
Your favourite show, winding you down for the night, indie time. The Big City Radio Breakfast Show with DJ Proud.
I'm going to do the other line again. Mixing the best tunes. This is DJ Boss Boss. Hits that take you back to another time.
The best web radio. House Nation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are listening to DJ Rob, the best DJ of all the land. Golden Oldies Flashback. Do you remember this one? This is DJ Yari Beat, live and on air with the biggest tunes.
You're listening to the Lewis Gates Show on Radio Lewis. Here, real music matters. Contact with Summer Hits. This is Contact Radio.
The music Lanyap Playback, the 70s. You're listening to the Bank Holiday Monday Fun Day with Pete Jenkins.
Live from his bedroom in Ayr.
In air.
In air. Live from his bedroom in air, it's Scott O'Hare. O'Hare. Or O'Hare.
No.
O'Hare sounds like hair. Okay, sorry. Live from his bedroom in air, it's Scott O'Hare on Scene Radio and across the big radio network.
80s classics with Rick's The Mix on your station, My Tameside.
You're listening to DJ Mad Max. DJ Simple Cypher is live on the turntable.
The Northern Soul Show on a pocket full of soul on Forth Valley Radio. Introducing your favourite, the original, the authentic female DJ in Belize. Please don't go away. We'll be back after this one. Stay tuned on Martin Radio Citiara. Shaquille Hotskull live in the mix. You're in the mix with DJ Jarvis.
Blazing the hottest Afrobeat with DJ Snow. Play it loud.
Welcome to your nightlife with TDJ at Trance Energy Radio. Feel the energy.
Taking you back to the vinyl where it all began. Studio One Classics in the mix.
Willie Mack and his pocket full of soul. If it moves, funk it.
You're now in the mix with DJ Hotskull.
Playing the hottest Afro beats with DJ Snow.
From Still Novo Studio in Tuscany, Italy. Flashback 90s. Music selected and mixed by Luigi Baeona. By Luigi Baeona.
Richie D live in the mix Friday nights.
Christ-Centric Radio is live.
It's 2 p.m. and now another hour of the best loved musicals from stage and screen. YQ.
Atomic Radio. These are your stations. One, Dance and Trap.
The podcasting guide with Katie Lake.
DJ Simple, the young boss in charges.
The Pocket Full of Soul Show with Willie Mack. More soul music than your average soul show. The summer is on. The hits is on. The station is Contact Radio.
Canadian Pinoy Radio Montreal. Home of OP. Streaming live 24/7.
You're listening to the hottest DJ in Kigali. You're listening to Galvanize.live. To be continued.
It's your favorite producer, Johnny. Tune into vlinkradio.us. You are listening to Oscar Marrero.
You are listening Radio Muktishwar, 100.4 megahertz. Colors of Life.
Grow Junkie Radio, 24/7. Tune after tune. Tune after tune, you nutters.
And that is a wrap. Wow. What a show today. What a show it's been.
What a show it's been indeed. It's been amazing. I really enjoyed it.
We had some fun, didn't we?
We have a couple of more announcements. So before we will kind of wrap things up, first of all, Mikey, you do need to find a winner for one of those wonderful t-shirts. If you license the track earlier on using Licked Link, you will be in it to win it, my friend.
Shall I stop the music bed then?
Yes.
And we should probably do some extra things before we depart.
Couple of extra
yes.
things. Couple of reminders as well. So let me go with the reminders. So,
okay, go on.
You've watched the opening premiere of the Adobe Audition presets version 3.0. They've been long awaited and requested by you over and over and over. They are out now, and you have this whole week now to go ahead and grab them at an amazing price because they come together with the full production library. Yes, you've heard this right. You can get it with a full production library, volume 12, right now, included for free. Simply head on over to mrc.fm/FJF presets. FJF presets. I had to think about that one for a second. And and you can get the deal there. So don't miss it. presets are amazing. Many people have mentioned this already in the comments. They save you time. They make you an absolute pro when it comes to production. And it's all thanks to those awesome presets from this man right next to me, Mike Russell himself, who is the audio producer to follow and learn from and whatever else you want to say. So that's that.
Thank you so much.
I kind of feel like there's
really
something
cool.
else I should be saying here.
I wanted to say hello to Connor, who actually managed to tune in on VKontakte in Russia. So we've got a viewer there, which is really nice. It's been a fun show today, but you're right. We definitely do need to do a little draw, because somebody who signed up to Licked either today or in the past using our link will have won a Music Radio Creative t-shirt like this one, or like Isabella's, as you can see right there. That's the chakra flavor. And we're going to pick out a winner and announce that winner on the stream right now. So just a reminder, you just have to go to mrc.fm/licked, LICKD. You need to sign up, connect to your YouTube account, download your first track, and then you'll be in the draw to win an MRC t-shirt. It's as simple as that. But also we're running a new contest where if you license John Newman, Stand By Me on that platform, and then use it in a video of at least 30 seconds and upload it to YouTube and send us the link, you could win the Adobe Audition presets version 3.0 launched today for free, essentially, if you create a really awesome video, Isabella.
Absolutely. So all the details, mrc.fm/win. Just go create something awesome. Send us a link to that awesome creation, and you will be in the chance of winning our presets. And the runner-up will get a nice Music Radio Creative t-shirt of your choice, plus 5 free tracks from Licked. So all the details at mrc.fm/win. We will run this competition for the next few weeks, so you have some time to prepare to get that really cool video done. You have up until the 20th of June to do so.
Absolutely. So I suppose, Isabella, you are waiting to hear
I'm waiting to hear
who it might be that has signed up recently.
Chicken dinner? Is that how it goes?
You could certainly say that.
Winner, chicken dinner. Who is it today?
So the winner, drawn at random from the recent sign-ups to Licked via our URL, and you have to use that URL to get in the draw, is Anton Raymer. Anton Raymer, congratulations. I don't know if you're watching the live stream still, but Anton Raymer used the link, signed up recently, and downloaded their first track as well. You have won a Music Radio Creative t-shirt of your choosing. Well done, Anton.
Nice. I will reach out to you straight after the show, Anton. So, so you will be able to do that. Is there anything else we're forgetting? Have we not mentioned something else? I kind of feel like we should. Should we not? I don't know.
I think we've mentioned a heck of a lot. So I think we can pretty much play the outro and start the weekend.
It's time to start the weekend.
It's been fun. Thanks for coming along this free Jingle Friday, and thank you for sticking with us, by the way, as well. If we had those teething problems with the dropped frames earlier, but you stuck with us, and we thank you for that, as you always do. Some of you found us on Mixer for the first time. Some of you found the show just full stop for the first time, which is really nice. And we always love having you here. We love the fact that you get involved, that you do super chats and make donations to the stream, so that not only can we keep this going, but we can make you produce jingles as well as just the voiceovers we do. So, Isabella, have a good one, yeah?
Have a good one. Listen, enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much for being here with us. We hope you stay safe. We hope to see you next week.
Absolutely. We're hoping for good weather. It's a bank holiday weekend in the UK. So have a good one, folks. And we'll see you next time. Have a great one. It's been so much fun, as always. Bye-bye. Woo-hoo!